It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw the tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Oh, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day, y'all can sing it if you want to, for me to whoop somebody's ass. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am out in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Let's sing it together. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
It certainly is.
Your Washington Football Club did just that, right, Chick McGee?
Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Tom trying to be a guy for a couple seconds. It's really frightening.
Let me put my penis back in, sorry.
Hello, Jess Hooker.
Hello.
What are you laughing at?
He's at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
He's on the list. Yeah, that's right. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Are you at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair?
You better believe it, my friend.
There he is. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
What time is it?
It's
That was confusing.
standard time.
Okay.
It's standard time.
Yeah,
Once again, what did you do before the phone changed time for you? You were, I can't imagine how late you were.
It's confusing.
Or
but,
early.
It's all good. One of the local network affiliates, they had the wrong time for the first several hours yesterday morning. I took great pleasure in watching that because obviously they have a machine that someone has to update twice a year. They have the current temperature and the time. They had the wrong ones.
What are you watching? I don't
want to say which
that
major Peacock-related network it was.
Is that still a thing? Like
the local affiliates,
the cable people?
No, the local affiliates put up the
while they're doing
time
news.
and temperature during news.
Newscast in the corner,
Yeah.
and they had the wrong time.
They did.
That's your contention.
It wasn't my contention. It was
Okay.
the case. I'll bet that $10 million if you care to dispute.
Can you understand why I would be skeptical, and if you have this story right?
I'm with you.
Thank you, Ace.
Okay, Ace. Well, I'll bet you your net worth $50.
Well, are you sure you weren't? Now, this has happened before. The last time this happened, you were losing your mind that Lester Holt was doing
I understand
a
that.
news broadcast at 15 after instead of at the bottom of the hour because you said you had a new TV set up and you got the pre-feed 15 minutes before, and it turned out it was just a recording he was watching, and he had no idea.
Well, someone had set it up and not told me.
There you go. Someone had said
this was the actual, because I was not the one watching TV. I walked into the room and it was going on. I went, wait a minute. They have the wrong time on there.
Okay.
It really is cool that the phones update automatically. And do your cars?
Mine did not, but I just got mine, so I had to go in and push a button that says automatically update.
Oh, cool.
I did that and took care of it.
I got to reset mine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Other than that, it's just microwave and stove, and those have gotten real easy to change.
I did that Saturday morning. I like to get a jump on it.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
So all day I kept thinking, oh, well, this will be the time tomorrow. It was kind of I gave myself a little treat to be with myself, is what I did.
That's great.
That's interesting. I wonder what a psychologist would say about that.
You gave yourself the gift of time.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
Yes, I
and
see you.
Speaking of you, why don't you give you the gift of being correct one time in your life instead of making these wild accusations? What do you think a TV station on the air would have the time wrong?
They did.
I don't believe you.
Yes,
You were
and
watching a recording.
no, I wasn't.
I was thrown for an hour. I got up like at 4:30 Sunday morning, and it was actually 3:30.
No, I mean, now this doesn't apply if you're in Hawaii and who else?
Arizona?
I can't remember who else doesn't do it.
Wannabonia.
Some of the cable listings had trouble. Yes, I'm still attached to my cable, but they were off. I wanted to watch, I believe it was Scooby-Doo and the Phantom Witch, but instead there was some show called The Bear Bears or something. And
Man has needs.
Yes.
Now, I want to go back in time. I'll talk to you, Miss Hooker.
Okay.
There was a time in the early days of cable when there were about 20 stations. You were lucky if you had MTV. MTV didn't really hit full penetration until, the mid-'80s. But the cable affiliate in this town still is about a mile from here.
Yeah.
They still have this garden of satellite dishes, et cetera, et cetera. But that was their headquarters.
We need a rocking chair sound effect while we listen to this. Maybe a fire.
Or maybe a soft harmonica. Back when cable TV first started,
That was rather loud.
That was loud.
you needed a cable going to your house.
There we go. Well, you needed a... Or how about this one? Wait a minute. Hang on.
There we go.
There it is. Time
Okay,
was.
guys.
You had no idea what was on the TV unless you checked your cable guy.
We're lucky if you had the MTV.
The point of the story is, and Chick will back me up on this, we used to have to do...
Hang on.
No, that's too Civil War-y.
Well, that's what you're talking about. The Civil War and when cable TV first started. No?
So
It was brother
we would
versus
go over there. We would go over there and do commercials for stuff, various promotional things. And I know this is going to be hard to believe, but I'm not kidding, and I hope you back me up on this because I'm also correct on this. In one of the rooms in the corner, they had a camera set up, and it was pointing at a Lazy Susan.
I can't.
Which would spin around. And
It would have pictures and things about happy birthdays.
And it was divided into quadrants, and there'd be a clock that would pass by every few seconds.
Yeah.
And there would be a card. There'd be a card that would have local events.
Okay.
You know, the local do-gooder society will be the blah blah, and then there was a weather update card that would say, you know, today's high, just very simple, and it would just literally be physically spinning around.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that we may have taken a pornographic picture and placed it in there when no one was looking.
I don't know if that story's true.
Is there a guy that just stood there?
I know. It was just it was a fixed camera. You saw this. You were over there.
I did not see this when this happened here. I know where in West Virginia when I was there, they had a cable set up just like that. I saw that one. I did not see this. I don't doubt that this story happened.
Yeah.
My grandpa would leave that channel on for
Yeah.
like, and it didn't update all that often.
The thrill was every once in a while you might see a hand come in. Oh, my God!
I watched it so often. I watched it so often in West Virginia. I did see the guy's hand one night.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That
did happen. Yeah.
Do you guys remember dialing a number to hear the news and the weather, or the weather and the time?
Yeah.
It was the Naval
222 or something like that.
And it was the Naval Observatory, right?
I don't know if that was available.
That was the one we would dial. We had to do it before we went on the air.
I don't know if that was available
because
for
we had to sync. We had to be exactly on time.
Gotcha.
For some early computer thing. Mm-hmm. So we would call, I think it was the Naval Observatory, the correct time is. We used to have fun with that thing.
I would call before I picked out my outfit for school every day. So I knew what to wear because of the weather.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that was a weather thing.
Yeah, it was
I wonder if that guy's
there
still
was a
out there.
time link thing.
Oh, okay.
Because Universal Master Clock.
Yeah, that's it.
The current time.
That was exactly what it was. The Universal Master Clock.
Yeah.
Speaking of mastering.
I bet you got real excited about the Universal Master Clock and how many seconds he was off or on or dead on, or you'd like to listen just so you could catch him one day, be a minute or two off. I got him. Did you hear the local NBC affiliate had the wrong time?
Someone out there noticed it. Back me up
Had
here.
the wrong time. It wasn't a recording from the night before. I'm sure of it.
Can't imagine they'd be wrong.
It's unbelievable.
See, what's unbelievable is what I'm proposing. You absolutely dismiss and are sure it was live and absolutely happened that way.
Why wouldn't it have been live? I wasn't watching TV. I have a
Maybe somebody else was watching
No, the
TV.
television was on. Never mind. It was live. It happened. Well, there goes the air out of that story. Okay. You see, Jess, the comedy there was at the cable company that there's some old guy like Josh's grandpa just sitting there watching the clock come around, and all of a sudden there's a really unhealthy beaver shot.
Oh, my gosh.
He goes, well, I say in my time,
this
they
also
would have
happened.
trimmed that back because of the war, you know.
Maybe that's why maybe it happened once, and then my grandpa said, I'm not going to miss that again.
And those were the days of Skinamax.
Yeah.
And there was were you ever desperate enough, Josh? Because if you didn't pay for Cinemax, it would,
Scramble
pixelate
porn,
or scramble, yeah.
Oh, I had Channel 98. That's what it was in our area. Yeah, the Spice Channel. It was all scrambled. And
Did you get could you watch it just enough to get like a little one, just a taste enough to get going?
I figured things out. Yeah.
I wonder if there's someone who that's their thing. I only really get off of it's scrambled. I gotta have a scrambled picture in the sound, and I'm
the sound
off.
was key.
Well, we'll find out about that. Coming up, speaking of sound, the sound of Chick McGee doing some sports updates for the NFL,
Sure.
NASCAR, et cetera, et cetera.
Big weekend, man.
But in your ears, you should have some great sounds from this radio show.
From your Raycon earbuds. That's right. It's never too early to start your holiday shopping. Why not take care of it now before the crowds and packed calendars make shopping a total nightmare? You know, other people making small talk. You know what I'm talking about. To get everyone in the holiday shopping spirit a bit early, Raycon's early Black Friday sales going on right now at buyraycon.com/Tom. You heard me. They're currently offering 20% off everything on their site with select products up to 50% off. So beat the crowds and save now. You don't want to miss Raycon's early Black Friday sale. Raycon first made a name for themselves in the audio space with products like everyday earbuds. In the past year, they've expanded their entire business. They have Raycon Home and Raycon Power Tech, and their 5-star reviewed Magic 180 cable allows you to change iOS, micro, USB, and Type-C devices 8 times faster and with 100 watts of power. Raycon, known for delivering high quality and thoughtful features at half the price of other premium tech brands. Hurry now to buyraycon.com/Tom. 20 to 50% off site-wide plus free shipping for the early Black Friday sale. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score up to 50% off Raycon products. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Love my Raycon earbuds. And they're harder to lose, by the way.
I love my Raycon earbuds almost as much as I love you, Tom.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But I will fall out of your ear. Wait a minute. That
Yes,
doesn't
you
make sense.
will.
Now, coming up, we have a lot of interesting things in the news.
NFL all-time record set yesterday. Big weekend for the National Football League.
Yeah, and also we have an interesting update on the status of Mark Zuckerberg in sports, of all things. And is Wisconsin going to have an official cocktail? Well, I guess the legislature has solved every other problem. Let's go after the booze.
I'm glad you added tail to that.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I have a bean for lunch and then a bean for dinner. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. People say I got a bad break. Hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, this is so cool, man. I can't believe it. All right. I love the Bob and Tom Show because they represent America, the Constitution of the United States, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, so anyway, I was asking, somebody told me that you are a mayor in Hillsboro, Ohio. That's got to be really interesting. Tell me about it. Hey, Mr. Potter. Hi, Building and Loan. Oh, gosh, Yogi, I'm all sticky. Hello, this is Droopy Dog. Hello. Hi, welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Yeah, how about this, Bob? Red or black? That would split it up. Black. It's a black card. Okay. Chick, would this be a club or a spade?
Club.
See, look at this. See, we're narrowing it down. Now we're down to 13. Would you say a high card or a low card?
High.
High club. That'd be like 7 and up. All right, Tom.
Yes.
If it's a high club, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, or King.
Okay, Jack.
It's the Jack of clubs.
Oh,
You'd
Jack.
say this is pretty fairly chosen.
Now,
yeah?
you're not touching the cards.
I'm not touching it's been there the whole time.
The cards are sitting in a little box.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs.
So when we drove in today, I was sitting in the car and I took one card out of the deck.
Right.
And I'll do this really, really slow. You can kind of let them know.
Justin is holding all of the cards.
You'll see one card in the deck is turned the opposite direction from all the rest.
Yeah.
One
Are you
card.
kidding me?
And that one card is...
The Jack. No way.
Okay. Get a card. Get this guy out of here.
Weird, right?
Hey, we're a witch. Hey, wait a minute. Witch. Where are my car keys?
Hey, can you fix Justin? We need a magician. Can you fix Chick's computer? On ready-to-eat meal kit, they can help you fuel up with fast, chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, you'll eat well, and you'll stay on track with your healthy lifestyle.
And if you're too busy this fall to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well, with Factor, skip that extra trip to the grocery store, the chopping, the prepping, the cleaning up, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you do is heat and enjoy, then get back to crushing your goals.
Factor gives you a choice of 34-plus weekly flavor-packed, fresh, never frozen meals ready to eat in 2 minutes. And you get Gourmet Plus options prepared in record time and ready to eat. Treat yourself to upscale meals with premium ingredients like broccolini, leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus.
Looking for some calorie-conscious options, too? Well, with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, you can try delicious, dietitian-approved Calorie Smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. Or if you need an extra boost to help support your wellness goals, why not try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving?
This September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 to get 50% off. The code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at BobandTom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to BobandTom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1896.
Uh-oh.
The place just outside of Athens, near the town of Stactontopolis, Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event.
Live.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Why am I talking like this? What the hell's going on over here? You know what we had in the NFL yesterday, Tom? There's no right answer to this because we had all sorts of things. We had record-setting performances. We had a guy kicking a field goal that is not a kicker. He's a running back. We had controversy, as the British would say. We had all sorts of
one man with 2 pick sixes.
One man took 2 to the house, as the kids say, and scored touchdowns.
As the man used to say, what the hell is going on in the NFL?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Josh.
He did used to say that.
Now, we have
a damn fine song.
Number of fine letters here. Do you mind if I read just a little before we get to the NFL? It said, Josh.
Hello.
Writes Mr. Tupper. The album is laugh out loud funny.
Oh.
Honest.
Josh's
I loved it, and I loved number 7.
All right. Well, thank you.
And once again, that's from Mr. Tupper. The album I'm talking about, of course, is Josh Arnold's new album called Half Fat, a live recording of some great stand-up comedy.
Yes, thanks to all who have checked it out.
And how does one check that out, Josh?
BobandTom.com/half is the easiest way to get to it.
And then we have this from Mr. Swaney.
Swaney?
How I love you, how I love you. Mr. Swaney said, I listened to Josh's new album 3 times this weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's ridiculous, unless you're Josh's mom, okay?
Even she wouldn't do that.
She says, eat Christmas.
I am from Illinois, so there's no way Tom will read this on the air. Well, I've just read that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to humbly, completely, sincerely apologize to Tom Griswold. We're having your story corroborated from emails all over where we're sitting right now. Are you ready?
Yes, I made the contention. I had gotten up and gone out for coffee. When I came back, someone was watching a certain local network affiliate, and I looked at the screen and I went, they've got the time wrong on their computer on the screen.
Dear Chick, this is from Carol. I hear you giving Tom a hard time about the time being wrong on a local news channel. First of all, keep it up. But secondly, he is correct. They had it wrong all morning. I was also questioning what the heck time it really was. Longtime listener, Carol.
I will say this.
Thank you, Carol.
It is so confusing. When I got up, I checked both my iPhone and this watch. Mm-hmm. Because they're...
And they were okay. Does your watch change automatically as well?
Yeah. Oh. This one does. This is the so-called Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah. I would hope that would change automatically. All right. Yeah.
I didn't think you wore Apple Watches. I thought you
Well, I was asked to by my physician.
Oh, yeah. I got the same speech. Yeah, us.
But the good news is
could die at any second.
It's never gone off with there's a thing on here that tells you if you're having certain issues. I am not.
Oh, that's
alert! Alert! You are dying. Alert!
Your heart cow.
Yeah.
Your cow valve is...
You know the old joke where, well, you've got 10 left. 10 weeks? 10 years? 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah, I can never get it in my head back. What is it? Spring forward, fall back. The whole thing is just mind-boggling. And then depending on where you live, it gets dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
See, no, that is my favorite time of year. Right before, pardon the interruption, comes on, it's dark. I like it.
I like it, too, because you can get, if you have young children like I do, you can get them to go to bed.
That's true.
A little bit earlier.
Yeah.
They don't get it. Hell, I don't get it. I still can't figure out why.
I don't mind it. You know who doesn't like it? My crippling depression.
Got your sun lamp, right?
Yeah.
I do have a light, yeah.
But I saw a serious article about exactly that yesterday, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't you have that thing you stare at?
I just have it on my face for about 20 minutes
Yeah, the
as
sun
I'm
lamp, right?
reading or something.
Do
Yeah.
you think it works?
I do think it does a little something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what isn't that conveniently? Isn't the name of that like the SAD disorder?
I was just going to say their big problem is because it's called SAD, seasonal affected disorder or something. It's you don't take it seriously.
Sometimes they kind of jam in those acronyms. Right. To make them work, and they leave out words. And if it's sad, it's just wow. Why not call it a jump?
Jump light.
I bet there'd be someone in the world of psychology that would red flag that pretty early on.
Justification,
United,
underwhelming.
I feel like there's a telephone number we should give after a joke like that.
Phobia.
Dear Bob and Tom Show writes Tracy.
Great song called Tracy. I can't think of it right now.
Tracy,
when I'm with you.
That's a great song.
That's a turd with music on it.
An adorable melody.
You're telling me I can hear the turd. Is that what you're telling me?
My wife has heard the show. Heard of the show, but never listened. She was blown away by the live performances of Pat Godwin, Willie G. And Jess Hooker.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. It was her first stand-up show. It was really great.
Excellent.
From Arkdale, Wisconsin, Tracy and Dee.
Arkdale.
And you guys were at the Ho-Chunk Gaming Facility.
Dells, yeah.
Congratulations on a great show. And wait a minute, before I move on, Pat, you're going to be in Ohio, right?
This Saturday, yeah.
This Saturday for a huge show.
Delphus, Knights of Columbus, Jeff Oskey, and my son.
The KFC.
Yeah.
Knights of Columbus,
KFC,
not
Knights
the
of
chicken
Columbus.
place.
Bring some chicken if you'd like.
If the pay were right, I think you guys would play the KFC. What the hell?
Play anywhere for
That'd
the
be
pay
great.
for it.
If you pay me in chicken, I'm in.
Put me in a McDonald's.
Man, that's good chicken.
Oh, that is.
Yeah. It's all good chicken anymore. Popeyes, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah. No, we have Ms. Hooker in doing the news today, but she's also our chef, and we got to do some pre-Thanksgiving.
We are not having a possum, right?
Oh, good.
So I found out that there's a musk gland that you have to clean out of a possum. So I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Because if you make even the slightest mistake with a musk gland, you've got to tear your house down and move.
It's worse than burnt popcorn, I hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Aren't we having the cookout tomorrow?
Yeah, the Big Green Egg Thanksgiving cookouts tomorrow.
All
What?
right.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Terrific.
Hot dog.
That sounds good.
No, turkey chick. Okay.
You could do turkey.
I'm talking to myself.
You could do those turkey franks.
Yep.
All right. People like the turkey franks.
I know, but I mean, if you have an option.
You don't know. This might be the Turkey Frank Sports Desk. You don't know.
I'm happy. I wish it would be.
I wish it would. I'd take the Turkey Frank. I'd eat 5 Turkey Franks if they want to sponsor the Sports Desk. Let's not get carried away.
Okay.
Tell you what, right now, I'd let them freeze one and I'd wear it as a hemorrhoid preventative.
Oh, you having some issues?
No, I'm not.
We know somebody who did that.
No, I'm not, although I can't figure this out.
Didn't you tell Jess that story the last time she was in?
He did.
About the guy to put his hemorrhoids back in his body, he used a frozen hot dog.
He has a friend of the show, distinguished guitar player.
Who was it, Pinkert or Bowden?
Richard Bowden.
Had been having some issues.
I only said that because Richard does not give a damn.
He was having some issues.
Yeah.
And he'd been instructed to take a frozen hot dog and place it in the gluteal cleft.
Oh, boy.
Not insert it. Just lay it like a bun.
No, not in the gluteal cleft.
In the actual.
In the hole. Okay.
Up against the old pile.
The cleft is the cleft. There's a cleft and there's a hole.
I'm familiar with both.
Yeah, but you're...
I've never referred to you as an ass cleft.
Well, if it makes you feel better.
No, it was my understanding that he would put it down there so that it would soothe the entryway, if you will. I don't think he actually inserted it. Nevertheless, it was hovering near the
why would they go back
place.
why would they go back inside if the hot dog wasn't showing them the way?
Well, that would make it even worse. The larger point is he would keep the frozen hot dog
fellas.
in the freezer. And a friend of theirs was using their house while they were on tour.
No.
And they came back, and the hot dog was gone. And his buddy said he'd gotten hungry one night at the Munchies and thawed the hot dog and ate it.
That's worse than dog peanut butter.
That's what, you know what?
Way worse than dog peanut
If you
butter.
find a single
Yeah.
hot dog unwrapped in a freezer and you eat it, that's what you get.
Yep.
You weirdo.
How high are you?
See, this should be, instead of this is your brain on drugs with the frying egg, it should be this is your so stoned you're eating a rectal probing hot dog. Let's see now. Oh, more nice letters here. Way to go, Josh. I listened to your half-fat album. Hilarious. I, too, am a double popsicle kind of guy.
Oh, all right.
Another nice recommendation.
If you want to know what that means, you better listen to the album.
Okay, now.
Why don't you do it for us now?
Nope. No longer doing any of that stuff for free.
We have some other love letters on the way. And I think we should probably check in with a couple things going on.
We're having a
in the
good
world.
time. Why?
Okay, I'll keep
drag
reading
it
letters.
down.
I don't care. Your team won.
Yes, they did.
Washington
against
Football
the
Club.
New England Patriots in Foxborough.
New England, wow. What are they?
Yeah,
two,
Bill
two,
Belichick
2-7?
might be
Something like
yeah, they're 2-7. Yes, they are.
Yikes.
2-6, 2-7.
That's not fun.
They're not very good.
Patrick writes,
okay.
Dear Josh, didn't he just ask me to do more?
I was talking.
I know, but it was boring. He goes, Dear Josh.
Bill Belichick's record without Tom Brady is what began. You think the sun comes out of Brady's belly button, so I was going to tell you.
Oh, what is it?
Like 81 and 95 or something. It's not very good.
Okay, well,
not very good.
Josh, this is from Pat in Lexington. I saw you in Lexington, Kentucky last year, Josh, when you were, quote, testing the material. I downloaded the album. Thank you for doing your hard work. I know stand-up is a real job. Come back to Lexington soon. Great job.
Well, thank you, Pat. Appreciate it.
He goes, I have a condition like you.
Oh, yeah?
You talk about being half fat.
Mm-hmm.
He has something called no acetol.
Ah, yeah, sure.
It's sounds like a headache remedy.
Afflicts many of us.
Take no acetol.
I don't think you have an ass. I don't have an ass. Ace the only one with the ass in the room.
I think Ace would contend he's got 3 asses in the room, and they're all talking, and they're all boys.
Was that funny?
I bet he would.
Well.
Evidently, Ace has forgotten who you are.
The guy who signs the checks around here.
Now, would you consider yourself as having a butt?
Yeah, I think it's regular. It's a normal girl butt. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyone want to weigh in?
No, we do not.
I've no butt.
Hang on. You know what? Let's ask World Series manager, winning manager Bruce Bochy about that. Bruce, what do you think about it?
He seems to approve.
I think that's a positive grunt. What Bruce?
Are you
did.
sure that wasn't Sling Blade?
No, that's Bruce Bochy.
Okay. Mustard and
potatoes and mustard and potatoes.
Potted mates.
All right, let's get this started so we can stop. Okay. Jalen Hurts braved had a direct hit on his injured left knee. He throws for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns, ran for another as the Eagles 28-23 winner yesterday over the Dallas Cowboys in Philadelphia. Thankfully covering the spread. The only one I got right all weekend. The Eagles are now the only 8-1 team in the NFL. Dak Prescott, 374 yards and 3 touchdowns, but the Cowboy fans are saying he choked. C.D. Lamb had 11 catches, 191 yards.
Where?
For Dallas.
In
CD
the barn.
Lamb.
In the barn.
A CD duck.
I get the feeling that you fellows aren't taking this sportscast seriously.
So you had a rough week again with your picks?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
This has been the toughest year
21 and 35 on the season right now. I have never had a season this horrible in my.
Time to turn it around.
It's so bad that even the games I think, that looks like a good pick, and then I don't make that pick. Normally those come in like 100%. None of those have even come in.
Wow!
I'd have taken the Falcons yesterday all day, and the Vikings and the.
With their third string?
Yeah, the bald menace. He came in and
Kostaki's probably jumping,
inconsolable.
That reminds me, we have something called our little pigskin competition, and Dan Nettermeyer from Gulf Shores, Alabama, was our winner last week.
Niedermeyer.
Let's see who wins this week. You want to get the details? BobandTom.com/contest. At stake, of course, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. We give one away every week. It's the Rolls Royce of cooking devices. You could win one. Get the details. Once again, BobandTom.com/contest. Coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we're going to have Joe Burrow and the Bengals show the Bills the door. Bengals win last night. We'll talk about it. Also, Monday night game tonight. Chargers at the Jets. New York with a home underdog. They're getting 4. And the Indianapolis Colts, Kenny Moore returns 2 intercepted passes for pick sixes, and that's 12 points that he was responsible for.
Great.
In the NFL.
Ace, you're not going to pipe in.
And the
with your
Las
Raiders?
Vegas Raiders pound the New York Giants. I'm not going to say hapless. They're an NFL team.
Nothing unusual there.
I've got a great story. I hope you remind me, because I find this story, what happened with Josh McDaniels and Antonio Pierce a couple weeks ago, interesting. I'm going to try to tell you and hold your interest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that.
Okay. Well, I can hold your interest with a couple.
Vegas wins 30-6. More scores coming up.
We have an interesting thing happening in the Wisconsin state legislature involving alcohol, which is fun. We'll get to that. But right now,
let's talk cheese,
shall we? Speaking of Wisconsin, the home of cheese. This is something new for us, and I want to tell you, this would be a great gift. Do you want to help me expand on this, Chick McGee? We're talking about artisan meats, quality cheese, the freshest curds you've ever tasted. They're
made fresh from actual cows in the morning and most often delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it absolutely is.
It's from Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese.
They have the amazing ooey gooey oven baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. You can grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Holy hell. For the sophisticated palate, try the super sharp aged cheddars from 4 to 17 years. I had the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but creamy, and it melted in my mouth, Tom.
Here's the thing. Thanksgiving just around the corner. Wouldn't it be nice to have some Gardner's Wisconsin cheese? Go to Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Try them and you'll see the difference. Cheese is always a good idea, of course, and right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more.
I hear you, though. What are you saying out there? Summer sausages? How about some meat sticks? Oh, they've got it all at Gardner's, Wisconsin.
Meat sticks.
Sure.
You can make one of those charcuterie boards. Sure, you don't have a fancy piece of wood. Go out to the garage. Clean it off, of course. The wood, I mean. And then lay out some delicious Gardner's Wisconsin cheese. Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. This is a great gift. And, of course, like all gifts, you want to get one for yourself also.
And we do have a deal for you. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. That's Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com.
Very tasty. Now, when we come back, we have a tribute to clocks and time and also the NFL news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. Bob.
should dip him, right?
Oh, definitely.
Are we gonna dip
You gotta dip him.
Yep. Evelyn's down, maybe? Is that what's happening? Or is that just a hello?
Buddy to ice!
Bugs Bunny to oi. There he goes. Yep. You scream like a little girl. Scream like a junior high girl.
That's all. Yeah, those two little bastards.
Now, before we let you in, I got a couple of questions I need answered.
That was unbelievable.
Thank you, my friend.
That was incredible.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. I knew they were at the bottom of it. Well, I made it. It's really, yeah, you can't stop staring at those two little, there's two hooks, and that's, so you want to hang on to something.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed, T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
If you take a girl to dinner and she asks the maitre d' for a better table, she's never going to be satisfied with anything in her whole life.
That's one of the rules.
One of the rules in here.
That's one
Just
of
go to the bathroom and go right out the window.
Oh.
Leave your car, buy another one, it'll be cheaper.
Tom has one of those rules.
That's one of the rules in this book.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Watch the way that a date treats a waiter or waitress,
or
because
waitstaff,
that's how
yes.
they'll treat you in 3 months.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's the rule of thumb.
Well, that's more about one of those people who you just can't please.
Okay, you have a song about that?
a little song about
Okay,
that.
all right. Go ahead.
Took her to Hawaii. The waterfalls made my hair frizzy. Went to Vegas too. The lights gave me a migraine. Then we went to Paris. I didn't like the fries. No one ruins love like you. Took her off to Rome. There were too many Italians. Had the finest pasta. I don't eat carbs. Saw the Sistine Chapel. That made my neck hurt. No one ruins love like you. The beaches of Tahiti. There was nowhere to pee-pee. Full moon up above. That was kind of creepy. The finest hotel. I thought it was seedy. We made passionate love. I couldn't see the TV. The pyramids of Egypt. That made my skin dry. The Taj Mahal, too. That was too drafty. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. I would sue the contractor. No one ruins love like you.
Love Barney.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh,
love
yeah.
him.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
you know, that's going to be the next Waco type disaster. Barney and his followers in a Quonset hut outside Dallas. You know, sharing means caring, Billy. So strike the match. You know, next thing you know, polyurethane Barney suit goes up like tinder. I point this out because I care.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Jeff Rothpan, so you're in airplanes all the time.
You ever get the pilot who talks the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
And he thinks he's like a radio guy. He thinks, hey, everybody, is there your captain here in the cockpit? Like, where else is he going to be, in the bathroom? Of course he's in a cockpit. And they're always telling us how many feet we're going up. I never understood that. Why are they telling us how many feet we're flying up? Mm-hmm. Because I'm a passenger, and he's busy going on about, hey, we're going to be to altitude, 36,000 feet. Hey, I'm a passenger. Just go above the mountains and the trees. That's all I know.
That's all I need.
That's all I know. Go high. What do I care? I'm not writing this down. 33 or 36,000. What the hell? What did he say?
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other team. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Cool trip.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold's over there in master control.
That's false.
Well,
Ace is in master control.
You're really controlling the whole.
Well, I mean, the essence of a meaningful life. Sure, I control that.
Very good.
But the electronic aspects of his program
I want to go that
primarily
far.
in the hands of Eddie and Ace.
Well, he pushes a button.
Yeah, you push a button.
Lots of buttons.
Yeah, the dirt button.
He turned my microphone off. Hey, yesterday, the Indianapolis Colts beating the Carolina Panthers 27-13 in NFL action. And Kenny Moore of the Indianapolis Colts picks off number one pick. What? Bryce Young, twice, as my mother would say, for pick sixes. And Gardner Minshew yesterday, he had a damn fine day, Tom. Did you know that? As he's looking, 17 out of 26 for 127 yards and a touchdown.
Gardner's been looking great, and he
win.
He should have one more win on his schedule than he does, because one was stolen by the referees, which the NFL even acknowledged. And I look into the next room, and I see Dean on the base and Pat. Wait a minute, that's not Pat Godwin.
It's
Who is
Mick
it?
Jaguar.
Mick Jaguar is in
I'll
there.
sip of brandy before I get started.
Okay, Mick. As you recall, just the great Gardner Minshew, formerly a Jaguar.
Yes.
And an Eagle, now a Colt. But he's my favorite player in the NFL. Very colorful, funny, great stash.
The Mississippi Mud Flap.
But doing great. Probably certainly the finest backup in the NFL. He's no backup anymore. He's up there in front. You have a tribute, do you, Mick?
All right, start me up there, Tom.
Okay, I'm happy to do that.
The band going there. Get the band going over there.
Oh, there we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think I bust that button on me trousers, chick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they don't fall down. He's the Colts quarterback, leading the attack. Gardner Minshew. Yeah. After 3 losses in a row, it's all systems go. Gardner Minshew. Oh, sing it for me one time. Gardner Minshew. Someone's a little pitchy out there. 2 pick sixes on to score. Thank you, Kenny Moore and Gardner Minshew. Wow. He's got them on the drive to keep the Colts alive. Gardner Minshew, yeah. Ooh, Gardner plays the whole game long. Ooh, saves the Colts when things go wrong. That's why we sing this song. Woo! Hot 1, 2. That's what I said. Hey, you used to live in a hippie van. I saw it on Instagram. We're all dying to meet you. Colts fans were sad and blue, but here comes Kenny Moore, too. And God dementia. Oh, sing it with me one time, maybe 2 times. God dementia. Yeah, let's take this on out. God dementia.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
The delayed reaction,
ladies
at
and
the end.
gentlemen. Very nice. As we continue our NFL scoreboard, we don't have a song for each quarterback in the NFL. We've got to work on a Joe Burrow song.
We should.
We've got to do a Joe Burrow song.
Joe Burrow throws for a season-high 348, 2 touchdown passes as the Bengals won their 4th straight, beating the Buffalo Bills 24-18 in a key AFC matchup last night in Cincinnati. Burrow 31 of 44, completing passes to 8 different receivers. He was very good. Drew Sample and Irv Smith Jr. both had touchdown passes. T. Higgins had 8 catches, a season-high 10 yards. Cincinnati's defense.
I think if your last name is Sample,
Josh Allen.
Do a lot of fun jokes in bed.
And the Bills.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Or, you know,
yes, we do.
you meet him at a bar, here's your stool, Sample. That kind of thing.
Even better.
A lot of different jokes.
What about Junior Samples? Remember Junior Samples?
Joe Sample, a great musician.
Big man. BR549. Wasn't that the used car lot on Hee-Haw, right? Other winners yesterday in the NFL. Kansas City beat Miami 21-14. That one is with Frankfurt, Germany yesterday morning. And they sang as loud as I've ever heard Take Me Home, Country Roads, the crowd in Frankfurt.
It's amazing.
It was crazy loud.
Wow.
And I'm guessing everyone was singing, even the color commentator, Dan Orlovsky, was singing up in the booth.
I was at an event just before Christmas last year, and there was a guy on, it was one of those places you're eating dinner, and there's a guy on stage by the fireplace playing songs, and everyone's ignoring him the whole time.
Nice.
And then he played that song,
Take Me Home, Country Road.
The crowd, everyone got quiet, then they all sang along, and then huge applause. That thing is amazing.
At a restaurant?
In a restaurant.
Oh, it's awful.
It's terrible. Well, the restaurant was amazing. I mean, it's
really good.
Oh, great food. It's a gigantic log cabin, hand-hewn beams. Oh, it's the greatest. It's
a shame.
You should go sometime.
About this.
Is it around here?
No. In fact, why don't you leave right now, and you could get there.
What did I do?
You challenged me on a factual...
More sports coming up. What do you think, Skip? All right, it's coming up.
Okay. Also, coming up, speaking of Germany and the fact that there are NFL games over there, there's another one this weekend.
Colts this weekend, and Gardner Minshew loose in Germany.
That's right. And an interesting thing about German tourists that happen to have set a new world record. Also coming up, a cool Waffle House in the news story.
Good old Waffle House.
Mark Zuckerberg in the news. Mark Zuckerberg in sports this morning.
Well,
and cool news from outer space. I'm very excited about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
I'm gonna play a new song for y'all. See if you like it. See if you like it.
All right.
And be sure and Bob go, ha, 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 like you do.
Yeah, I can do that. I was just getting ready to do that after I saw your picture. That looks pretty accurate.
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Of all the radio shows I've ever done, I've never done one where they could sing a song they've never heard.
Isn't that amazing? I was just thinking the same thing. How do we know the words to a new song?
Y'all must be working for Dionne Warwick and the Psychic Friends. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw that tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Laugh. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. All right. This last verse is for everybody that don't like their boss at work. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Laugh and sing. It's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I like it. Paul Thorne.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, like, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
You're not supposed to get out of the car, right?
No. You know, the best thing to do, and what I always do at night, if they pull me over, I always flip on my dome light and put my hands on the... And they always say, oh, you've been arrested before. And I go, no, I'm an ex-cop. And then all of a sudden, everything just smooths.
Now, how do you prove you're an ex-cop? Do you have some kind of special signal?
I just say, I make more money now.
And they know that you're...
They know I'm...
I see. Okay, good.
I'm so doing that, telling them I'm next cop.
You don't ever say you know a cop either.
Oh, really?
Because then the automatic response is, yeah, I know him. I hate him.
Oh. Well, they must know the same cop we know.
Wow.
That's sad.
That's the automatic response.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you can say. But, I got a friend that's a police officer.
So I have a free pass.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't pull me over.
I'm assuming I can go on with my life.
Hey, I give it the police fund. Does that help if I have the bumper sticker in the car?
No.
No.
That's the first thing they look for.
Yeah. Sorry.
Every
Like,
drug
they
dealer in
just
the
go,
world has one of those.
Boy, you're a chump. You just paid for our last keg party.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom Radio.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you are listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hey. He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase while supplies last. Purchase necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I got a question.
Kind of, sort of.
Representing the distaff side of things, we have Jess Hooker today.
Trying to do the sports cast.
That's fascinating. I'm sure it's all on the internet.
I don't believe you.
Jess.
Insulting.
Yes.
We're talking about Steven Singer Jewelers, of course.
Right.
And engagement ring. This is kind of the engagement ring season, if you will.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you think about stowing an engagement ring, say, in the mashed potatoes as you serve Thanksgiving dinner? Or,
I don't know if mashed potatoes is the way to go. There's probably another way to do it. Maybe in
that won't involve a lot of dental work.
Yeah, you know the they call them the clover rolls. It would sit nicely in the middle of one of those clover rolls. They have the 3 tops. That'd be okay, right?
Then you've got to go. No, take the middle one. No.
I don't know if I put it in something so messy.
It's interesting that you have this question and find the stories interesting because this is the last thing that you would,
of course,
come up with some sort of creative way.
That's exactly correct.
To ask someone to marry you.
That's exactly correct. I'm just curious if you have any thoughts on this, if there's any.
No, I'd steer clear of food, to be honest.
Yeah. No mashed potatoes.
Sends the wrong message.
I mean, if you don't have dental issues, you're at least going to need a colander.
And if you swallow the thing, you're gonna. Oh boy!
What I did, I FedExed it to her, and apparently she wasn't home, couldn't sign for it. I mean, I don't know what she was thinking, but big problems.
Well,
now the ring is in Taiwan. It's lost.
Well, if you have any great ideas, let us know. I'm sure there's some clever stories out there, fun things. No, it's a little bit confusing as to what time it is right now.
No,
I don't know if it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, and it's thrown off my dogs, of course, because they don't understand.
That's true.
So their feeding time is shifted an hour. They don't get that. But I do like it though.
You know, you're in charge of the dogs.
Yeah, but they're on a, what do you call it? What is it? Circadian? What is that? Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Their whole world revolves around.
Well, they can wait. Or you feed them early.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, I feed mine. Yeah.
Well, in any event, with all this confusion about the time, I thought we would feature something that explains everything you need to know about time.
Oh, sure. You've got cable TV. You've seen all those news channels and sports channels, the weather channel, the cooking channel. But now the Bob and Tom Cable Television Group, a division of Frigamall Industries, is proud to present the Time Channel. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching the Time Channel, and looks like we got a caller. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Jimmy. What time is it?
It's 11:21.
Thanks. Love the show.
Sure thing. Let's go to line 2, see what's on your mind. Hello, Time Channel.
Hi, I'm sorry the last guy kind of stole my thunder. You already answered my question.
Oh, you mean about the time?
Yeah, I was going to ask what time it was. You said 11:21, right?
Well, actually, caller, we've got an update on that. It's now 11:22.
Hey, thanks. Great. I love the show.
Thanks for the call. Looks like we've got just time to take one or two more calls here. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, hey, I've been watching the show since 11:04, and maybe you guys covered this earlier, but what day is it today?
I'm sorry, caller. You're looking for the day channel. This is the time channel. Check your local cable listings for that.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Could I possibly get somebody to screen these calls? And listen, a quick reminder for you viewers, I'm going to be on vacation next week. So be sure to tune in, same time, same station, for the best of time. Going to be reliving some of the best moments.
It's the Time Channel. You won't want to miss Military Monday, where all times, all day long, are given in military time, starting at 0100 hours. A tribute to our fighting men and women.
It's the Time Channel. We got nothing but time.
In no time at all, we know you'll be having the time of your life on the Time Channel.
It's now 11:25.
From Bob and Tom Cable Television, a division of Frigamall Industries. Hey, I've got to go. I'm out of time.
Hey, I'm just killing time.
Your time may vary. Check local listings.
It's now 11:26.
No, that's wrong time. Thank you very much. That's Ezra Todd Shelton on the vocal there. Thank you very much, Ezra. Now you know what time it is. Thank you very much. And we were having a dispute about a certain TV station that had the wrong time posted Sunday morning.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so I'm just probably throwing lots of people off.
Stupid idiots.
Sorry, I'm late to church, Padre. Channel 3 had the time wrong.
Padre.
I think it probably used to be an issue before cellular phones, right?
A bigger issue, yeah. Yep.
I don't think it's an issue at all now what time it is.
Many people were late to things or early.
Okay, winners yesterday in the NFL. Baltimore, Cleveland, Green Bay, Houston, Minnesota. More on that Houston thing in a second. Minnesota, New Orleans, Washington, and Las Vegas. As we said, Indianapolis, Philly, and the Bengals also won yesterday. And during that Houston-Texas game, Houston, not only did C.J. Stroud set a rookie record, 470 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Wow.
Yesterday in leading the Houston Texans over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 39-37. Kai Fairbairn, the kicker for the Houston Texans, was injured.
I'm hurt.
That's what he said. The team was left without any kicker other than backup running back Dare Ogunbowale as a kicker, running back from Wisconsin. He ends up kicking a 29-yard field goal.
Nice.
And Houston, as you remember, wins 39-37. He didn't kick it to win the game, but it certainly played in the final score. There you go.
I think he was a soccer player in high school, so he has some background, but that's pretty cool.
But now, correct me if I'm wrong, but soccer balls are round.
Very.
Very round.
Yeah.
And footballs are an
Football-shaped.
oblate spheroid.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Look that up.
That sounds like something you'd find right next to your hemorrhoids. Oh, boy, these are really rough.
I have a swollen
like-
oblate spheroid.
Looks like
it's horrible.
Looks like a clump of grapes and a small football coming out of your
I haven't sat on my ass levelly in 12 years.
Oh, you got to get that expressed.
Oh.
Now, I understand that
I feel like I'd miss it.
the Raiders won.
Of course. Yes, they did. 30-6.
Now, last week, something interesting happened to that organization. You know what it was, Ace?
They let go the coach and the general manager.
Yeah.
Cleaned house, didn't they?
Yeah, Mark Davis fired the GM, fired the head coach. But as comedian Kevin Fitzgerald said, he kept his barber, which is certainly an odd choice.
A couple weeks ago, evidently, the Raiders held a let's clear the air between, at the time, Josh McDaniels, the head coach of the Raiders.
Airing of grievances.
I got a lot of problems with you people. One of those meetings. So Antonio Pierce, the coach now, stands up and he goes, look, we need the attitude like the New York Giants had when I was the linebacker with them. We felt like we could beat anyone, anytime, even the New England Patriots. We weren't scared of them. Well, Josh McDaniels is saying the purpose was they had trouble, and they wanted to tell him what the problems were on the team. So the meeting gets over, and everybody starts to leave, and Josh McDaniels, the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, stands up and looks at Antonio Pierce and says, "Don't you ever say anything like that about the Patriots again."
Weird.
Yeah, and yes, he enjoyed great success with the New England Patriots.
Sure, but
and now he's the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. And that's what they were dealing with in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And that's why the Raiders won 30-6 yesterday. Yeah, the Giants aren't great right now, but
wow.
Antonio Pierce could be the answer with the Raiders.
All right.
And Antonio said he grew up in Compton. He's worn Raiders gear forever. He loves the Raiders, and I think he got a nice coach there, Hayes.
Let's hold on to him.
But all right. Don't you dare say anything bad about the Patriots. Even though
he kind of didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh. Just that he mentioned them? Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Keep my New England Patriots out of your mouth.
Thank you very much.
February will be a home game.
February will be a home game. The Super Bowl is in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's going to require select nuclear strikes.
I will give you $500 if the Las Vegas Raiders are in the Super Bowl.
We have that on record.
And you will give me $500 if they're not.
Not the way to work.
When hell freezes
That's not the way a bet works.
Okay. Now,
I will get you a new shirt. I'll get you a new not a shirt. Well,
do you wear jerseys, Ace?
When I watch the games, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
sweatshirt or hoodie, you name it. If the Raiders end up in the Super Bowl, they don't have to win. You name it, buddy, my pal.
Okay, if you're thinking about the games and what's going to happen, you want to enter our little thing we got going. It's the pigskin competition. Every week we give away the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. This officially is week 9, and we'll have our winner after the Monday Nighter this evening.
Yes, sir.
So we'll get to that coming up. But be sure to check it out by going to bobandtom.com/contest. Also find out about our trip coming up. We're going to be at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin.
Where?
Bowler. That's going to be coming.
I'm a little fuzzy on that. Bowler.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay.
That's going to be Friday morning, a special live broadcast starting at local time, 5 a.m.
So we're going to be there in the morning, you and me and you and everybody.
Right.
We're going to be there doing the show.
Yep.
And then that night, we're going to host 2 comedy shows.
That's right.
Is that a fact?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, Willie G., MCs, yours truly and him. Join us, won't you? The first show's already sold out. More information available at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. Right now, it's quiz time. I'll start with you, Josh.
Yes, sir.
What is your sleep number bed, your sleep number setting, please?
It's 65.
What does that indicate?
It indicates that it's not too hard, not too soft for my body.
It's just right.
That's right.
It's just right. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting?
100.
That's
I like a firm mattress. I don't care for Josh's ways.
Well, and if you have a partner that says maybe they like a 40, that's a much softer mattress. The Sleep Number bed has perfected what we'll call dual firmness levels. How's that? Adjustable firmness. Either side of the bed has its own firmness. So you don't have to be weirded out at a mattress store and going like, yes, I like this one. Because when you get home, get it the level you want. It's that simple. They've made that perfect. And they've got something very special right now at the Sleep Number store, because you can choose a Sleep Number smart bed to get, sleep at your ideal firmness, like I just said, your ideal comfort, your ideal support. And now the new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is just $8.99. This sale ends today. So get on it right now. The Sleep Number C2 smart bed, the queen size, ends today. Get the details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. Some special financing stuff is available. What is that stuff? Well, ask the store. They'll give you all the details. Your Sleep Number store, you'll find it at sleepnumber.com/BT show. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we have weird news about I think it's in sports. Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy in sports. We have interesting news about Doritos and the crispy sound they make while you're eating them.
It's one of my favorite sounds.
Well, and you'll be interested to find out there's a way to get rid of that sound. That's right.
What?
Oh, that's right. It's AI coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Now, good luck. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Bates.
Thank God.
I don't break yet, so I got to get off before I get in trouble. But, Chick, we got you on speaker. The guys here at work are wanting you to do Jodie Foster talking about the electric knife.
What kind of knife did you use, Dr. Lecter? Was it an electric knife, Dr. Lecter? I could hear the lambs, Dr. Lecter.
This is one of your best impressions. I think this rivals your...
Which one?
Your Jimmy Stewart.
Oh.
And now Jimmy Stewart talks to Jodie Foster.
What agent? What was her name in that?
Starling.
Agent Starling, do you see a rabbit? I don't, Dr. Stewart.
And this has
now,
been...
Can you do her doing Nell?
Dr. Xavier.
I can do that. Chickapay.
Jodie. Get in the car, Jodie. Please get in the car.
It's not Jodie. It's...
Oh, yeah.
No.
See, that's why I couldn't be an actor in a movie. I'd call them by their real names.
Clarice.
Cut!
Oh, Clarice, will you change my diaper?
Oh, God.
Made a boom boom.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Edwin McCain is our guest. What are you going to play?
I don't know.
Do you want to do a cover? Do you want to do somebody else?
No, this is a song. This kind of sums it all up here.
Okay.
This is my ode to the 90s. Well, I'll tell you my story on VH1 and all of my personal hell. And how my dad beat me and how much he drank. If you think it'll help my record sell, I'm the radio star with the cars and the clothes, the fancy guitars and the spoon in my nose. You know, in my world now, anything goes. You all wanna be me, and I'll be gone in a week. Well, I hang out with Brittany and Fred Durst, and I arrived in a limo, and I'll leave in a hearse. And I can't decide now which part is worse, losing my life to the game or losing the fortune and fame. 'Cause I'm the radio star with the cars and the clothes, the fancy guitars and the spoon in my nose. You know, in my world now, anything goes. You all wanna be me, and I'll be gone in a week. Well, you put me on TV with all the cool stars like Letterman, Conan, and Jay. 'Cause we're all experts in the art of PR, and nobody knows that I'm gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That I'm the radio star with the cars and the clothes, the fancy guitars and the spoon in my nose. You know, in my world now, anything goes. You all wanna be me, and I'll be gone in a week. And I want it that way.
Edwin McCain.
All right.
Miami, Florida. It was Super Bowl 10, and America was celebrating her bicentennial. The national anthem that year was performed by famous blind entertainer Tom Sullivan. Let's listen to this rare recording of his pre-game performance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mr. Sullivan,
What?
you're not on the microphone. Take 3 steps forward.
Oh, okay. It's this. Oh. By the dawn's early light.
While organizers were applauded for their support of people with disabilities, fans and critics alike agreed that a stage 12.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What do we got coming up here in sports? Oh, a marathon. New York Marathon yesterday. How about that, huh? Mark Zuckerberg in sports, I guess. Sports headlines.
I think it's an interesting story.
Well, that explains a lot.
Now, did they measure the marathon right this time?
Tamarat Tola of Ethiopia has set a course record to win the New York City Marathon men's race. And Helen Obiri of Kenya pulled away in the final 400 meters to take the women's title. Tola finished Sunday in 2 hours, 4 minutes, 58 seconds.
Okay.
2 hours, 4 minutes, 58 seconds to run 27 miles.
That is so...
Are you kidding me?
So crazy.
Of course, but he has that runner's, it looks like a skeleton's just renting skin,
Yeah, I'm sure.
And Helen Obiri win the women's side with just 20 minutes longer than the men's side. Yeah, they're both. There's no way. No,
it's a sprint for us.
I mean,
Absolutely.
an insane sprint.
Absolutely. When I was in high school, we had to run a 440, which is a quarter mile. No, I'm sorry. You had to run a mile. And the lineman had to finish in 5 minutes, I think. Or
what?
5.5 minutes, something like that. Yeah,
what?
It was crazy. Yeah. And I never made it until my senior year. My senior year, I made it.
Oh, dude, that's...
time. It was crazy. But I vomited.
I can only imagine.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It was not good, Tom. Did you ever? Oh, well, you were a cross country. Do you know about the Tom?
A harrier.
That's right. He was a cross country runner.
I was a hairless harrier, actually. Funny enough, I never thought about it that way till just now. Not a lot of things in the nether regions yet.
Not a lot of things going on down there.
No. But it paid off.
You thought if you had sex, you'd get hair, didn't you?
No, I never made that leap. But no, wasn't happening. By the way, I'm...
Did you ever win a meet, like you personally?
No.
Well, I'm sure the U.S. school.
Oh, we won a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah, that was the finest in academics.
Not our lead guy. I'm reading the Matthew Perry
Yes.
autobiography. And
yes.
Wow. That is, I had no idea the depths of, you hear about people that are, that have issues with drugs and alcohol, but I mean, you can add impotency and he had to wear a bag, all kinds of awful stuff with that guy, but just such a shame. The book is really, have you read it?
Josh would argue that I did not read it. I listened to the audiobook, but yes, I have listened to it, yes.
Wow.
Very troubling, yeah.
But
especially now, obviously.
Incredibly full of hope, so don't let...
Oh, certainly,
Yeah.
If he can get out, I mean, he was in a coma for several weeks because of...
I was talking to my doctor last week about something, and I didn't know what it was. It's called the ECMO machine, I guess, and very few people who go on, it's a last-ditch effort to save your life, I guess. Oh, wow. And very few people make it off the ECMO machine, and Perry went on and he made it and got better. And almost no one could believe it, but yeah.
$20 million a year in residuals for Friends for each of the actors.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Something like that.
He had a nice house. I know that.
Several. And he moved all the time for
He liked the view, according to the book.
There's an interview with him with Conan. You can watch this video, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got a house up on a big hill, and you can overlook." And he goes, "Because I was on Friends."
And then he lived in a huge. He goes, seriously, I lived in this big penthouse because of Batman.
Oh.
He was such a big Batman guy that's how Bruce Wayne would.
That was some of his last Instagram posts. He called himself Matt Man. Funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Great timing. He had great timing.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg has suffered an ACL tear while training for an MMA fight. The Wall Street Journal reports that Zuckerberg underwent surgery to repair the tear. The Meta platform's chief exec said in an Instagram post, quote, "I tore my ACL sparring." Well, he's doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Don't do it with your. Well, I guess in MMA though they kick too,
Absolutely.
not only punch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's in great shape.
Well, he says so. Okay, he's got enough money.
The sad thing is he wasn't really his ACL. He stole it from one of the Winklevoss twins.
Oh boy, those guys, they still everything.
How is that a good movie? The Social Network.
It's a great movie.
How it really is.
Isn't it funny that it's? I remember when going a Facebook movie. No.
Yeah.
And then,
no.
This was one of the
good.
better
Holy
movies.
hell!
Well, if you want to see the
Garfield and
if you want to see the opposite
Eisenberg?
of that, go see the Steve Jobs movie.
I don't know that one.
With Kushner?
Oh, that's dreadful.
Oh, yeah.
I walked out.
What?
Well, at least you gave it a fair shot.
Tom, Josh, you want to tell him that this time, or do you want me to go? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Tom.
Yeah.
What have we told you? Stop going to movies. You hate all movies.
No, I don't. I enjoy the Social Network. I'm saying the Steve Jobs movie stinks.
All right. Anyway, Zuckerberg said he was training for a competitive fight early next year and that he intends to continue after his recovery. The news of his injury comes as Zuckerberg and ex-owner Elon Musk have considered competing in a cage fight.
Silliness.
Yeah, I heard Elon threw his back out.
Oh, yeah?
He was trying the new Tesla auto fellatio.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Unit on the Tesla.
You laugh now. But when they perfect that, you will never see me again.
Who's your money on in that match?
Isn't Zuckerberg younger?
Yeah.
Significantly.
And I think he is better trained.
And he's also, if you've seen a picture of him, he's in great shape. Now, obviously, he'll have to recover from the ACL injury. But
think he's on the juice?
But I wouldn't be shocked, though, if they get in that cage, Zuckerberg's kicking his ass, and all of a sudden Elon goes, okay, and lasers fire out of his eyes.
Could be.
So,
I had not thought about that. And that brings us to
Stupid World Record.
You want me to do this, huh?
What's wrong?
A group of 55 Germans have reportedly broken a world record after drinking over 1,200 beers in 3 hours.
50.
Now think about that.
1,200
55, 1,200 beers, 3 hours.
This is what?
The German tourists vacationing in Spain gathered at a popular bar.
Well, I went to Spain because, they don't want to do it, Poland. They're a little sensitive to large numbers of Germans.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Yesterday's Chiefs-Dolphins game.
Uh-huh.
So it starts and they sing the national anthem of Germany. Real creepy. I'm sorry. It was world domination. It was creepy, Tom.
And they don't play night games because they don't want that Albert Speer effect. The clean lights going up to heaven.
You know the famous swastika exploding on top of the... I was waiting for that at the end. Oh, it was really... To surpass the previous mark, the old mark, 1,111 beers, this new one, and even 1,200 beers, the group allegedly drank a total of 1,254 beers in 3 hours. They racked up a bill of $2,534. On average, each member of the group managed to drink at least 10 beers per hour.
Think about that.
How are they alive?
One every 6 minutes.
Bob and I, Bob Kavoyan of the Bob and Tom Show, we were at Wrigley Field one afternoon, and our goal was to go to Wrigley, watch the Cubs, and drink a beer an inning.
That's so hard.
That's all we asked. And by the 5th inning, I was just so very, very drunk.
Yes.
It's amazing because you have to finish it. And if there's a couple of 1, 2, 3 innings, you're blotto, man.
Wow.
I don't know if Maddox might have been pitching.
Cheering every foul tip.
Hey!
Bob and I went to
Take me out to
one at Wrigley and went up to talk with Harry Carey in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
And he had one of those big stadium beers in his hand, except it was full of scotch.
Oh, my gosh.
One of those, whatever those are.
Yeah.
30 ounce.
He wasn't
this record, I was looking at this world record.
What's the serving size of a beer in Spain? Like, is it 8 ounces? Is it 16 ounces?
Oh, I
fair
don't know.
question,
I'm
but
curious.
I don't think Guinness will not, of all things, recognize drinking records.
Ironically.
They won't.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that?
Well, that's hypocritical.
No, but I mean, someone could very easily die drinking 22 beers in 2 hours.
10 beers an hour.
That could kill you.
Okay, that's 5 beers every 30 minutes.
No.
No.
A beer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chick. You're right.
A beer every
You're
6 minutes.
A beer every 6 minutes.
It is 5 beers every 30 minutes. I apologize.
A beer every 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's
glug, glug, glug.
Crazy.
You're swallowing for the whole time.
Man.
Good Lord. That's no good.
And I wonder if the beer it couldn't be as strong because the beer in Germany is serious business.
Right. The alcohol by volume. Yeah.
It's like, what, 11%, 12% probably?
There's a photograph of these guys, and it's unimaginable how many, just so many beers on this table.
Mm-hmm.
And they look to be, Jess, you'd have to eyeball it. They look to be like those very tall glasses they used to have in the TV commercials.
Like a Pilsner glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are not small beers.
Yeah. How old are the guys?
They look like, they're typical backward hat wearing bros.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Probably 20s, 30s for the most part.
I was guessing, I don't know why, but I was guessing like 50-ish, like a guy who's been drinking his whole life.
Professionals.
Yeah.
In this photograph, all these guys look like they're in their late 20s.
Oh, boy.
There was younger.
There was some puking going on there afterwards.
Well,
we tried to do the Century Club in college.
What's that?
It's a shot of beer.
A minute?
For 100 minutes. Every minute you take a shot of beer.
Way harder than it sounds.
Way harder.
Because the dangerous thing about this, because it doesn't sound like that big a deal when someone explains it to you.
Oh, a shot of beer a minute? Who cares? That's a sip a minute or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I sip a minute anyway.
Right. This will slow me down. No.
But that could, in theory, kill you, right?
I did.
Blood alcohol
I know a lot of people that have succeeded. I made it to 42.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
How'd you feel? Bad?
Yeah, I felt real bad.
Real bad.
Real bad.
Were you allowed pee breaks?
Oh yeah. There's it's you just have to take the shot. There's you're not tied down. Nobody's.
It gets to the point though where you take the shot and then like, okay, time to speak. What?
Yeah.
I just did it.
You don't get to do anything else.
No.
Yeah.
It's a job.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're employed and your job is drinking a shot of beer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, is that it for sports?
Yes, that's it for sports.
Okay. I have an odd request coming up.
Uh-oh.
I want to play the outro.
Well, before we get to that, I think I can squeeze this in right now.
All right, sir.
Ace, of course, is famous for his Ace Cosby jokes of the day.
Absolutely famous.
I have been asked to try to do an Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Oh,
You
really?
have been asked?
Wow.
Yes, I don't. I'll try it, but can you amend the intro here?
Sure.
Just a shout out with my name when it. Hey, ready? Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice?
Tom Griswold!
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Why does it take seagulls so long to fly to the Middle East?
Oh,
I don't know. Why does it take seagulls so long to fly to the Middle East?
I would say, okay, go ahead.
Because I ran so far away.
Right. Why does it take a flock of seagulls so long to get? There you go. Yes.
Wow.
Someone sent this. I'm sorry. I'll take Ace's way out. And anyways.
Wait a minute. Did you have someone put I ran for you up on so you could play that to accompany the joke?
Maybe.
Okay.
You think I did that?
They are touring next year, the original lineup.
Of the flock of seagulls?
With the hair and the thing.
Does that guy still have enough hair to put up the dippity-doo and do the whole...
The photo I saw, it wasn't.
Dippity-doo.
The guy had like a shelf. Remember the guy had like a shelf of hair?
Do you know what dippity...
He looked like Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
Do you know what dippity-doo is, Jess?
Yeah, it's a hair product.
Dippity-doo.
Kind of a fun name.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure you'd be seeing that at your better salons.
No.
It's kind of a thing that the kids might like. Oh, I got the dippity-doo. Dippity-doo. Do they still make dippity-doo?
I don't know. I bet they do. I bet you can find it on Amazon.
They stopped making zippity-doo. Issues.
Oh, I have a tag for that. I can't do. Song of the South issues.
What a happy song in a terrible.
It's called Dippity-Doo Girls with Curls.
Oh, okay. Does it look updated?
It looks to be, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yes, sir.
Thank you for admitting this joke. Thank you for the submission.
I like it.
In Norwalk, Iowa, that was from Chad. Thank you. We'll have the real Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up in a matter of moments.
Hell of a job, Chad.
Now, I will remind you, among other things, Mr. Godwin on the road this weekend.
Yeah.
That's right. You're going to be in Delphus, Ohio, with Jeff Oskey at the KFC, not the chicken place, but the Knights of Columbus. Yeah. Okay, how do they get tickets for that show?
You can go on the website and find them at Tommy Bros Productions. You caught me on
Tommy Bros?
Yeah, Tommy Bros.
B-R-O-S? Okay. I was not aware of Tommy Bros. My man. Check that out. Also, once again, we're going to be in at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort all day. Friday, November 17th, starting locally at 5 a.m. local time, Central Standard Time.
At some point during that day, I'm going to be asleep underneath a crap table. I would think.
You're going to sleep in crap what now?
That's right.
Go along with
I said under a crap table. You know,
you didn't make that clear. I thought you just...
You'll have about 8 hours between the morning show and the first comedy show to nap, okay?
Oh, I don't think so.
He's going to be playing.
Warning.
Gambling.
I'm warning the hotel. Mad shatter coming. Coming right back, we have news about No Nut November. What? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today.
Welcome to the wildly successful Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to say, first of all, I really love your show. Really enjoy listening to it. I think you do a great job.
Well, kind words indeed. And thank you, caller, for calling the Mr. Obvious Show.
No, Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
Here's my problem.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, I think I got some kind of animal trapped in my house.
Oh, yeah, like a pest problem or something?
Yeah, well, it's even bigger than that. I think it's some kind of critter that's trapped down underneath my sink somewhere.
Oh, my. Now, do you live in a rural section of town?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I live on the outskirts of town here, and... Well, here's the thing. I think it's caught underneath my sink, and I've opened the doors and my cabinets there and looked underneath, and I can't find it anywhere. But I can hear him down there making noise.
Oh, you say you got a critter and you can hear him. Now, what kind of sound does he make, caller?
Well, it's kind of a growling, kind of, I'll try to imitate it for you. It's kind of like... Kind of like that.
This is under your sink in your kitchen?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might be caught down there in the pipes.
Now, this is not uncommon for your rurally located homes to have a raccoon or a possum under the house. Now, but you say he might be stuck in the pipes?
Yeah, that's what it seems like because, in fact, I think that's how he's living there. He seems to eat stuff that my wife throws away down the sink after dinner. She'll wash the leftovers down the sink after we get done eating. I think that's what he's eating because I can hear him down there growling and chewing.
Huh. What was the sound again, caller?
Well, it's she'll put the stuff down there in the sink and run the water, and then you can hear him. It's kind of going, kind of like that.
Huh. Now, is there anything else that corresponds with the growling that your wife does there in the kitchen?
Huh. Well, it does seem like it usually happens whenever she tries to turn a light on. Yeah, there's a light switch there. She'll try to turn it on. Thing is, the light don't come on. I think the light bulb must be burnt out or something, but I can't even find a place to change the light bulb on it. Anyway, she'll try to turn that light switch on, and you can hear him down there just seems to make him mad as anything.
This is in the kitchen under the sink, right?
Yeah. Yep. And, I figure he's caught in the pipes.
Right.
So I figured try to get him out of there. Well, I reached down there with my hands when I heard him growling. And I mean, that thing about ripped my fingers off. Bit into me. Boy, it hurt.
Well, I think I know what your problem is, caller. It's a garbage disposal.
So, is that something like a raccoon?
No, caller, it's
No, it's something littler like a mouse.
No, caller, it's a machine that's hooked to your drain pipe there under your sink that chews up food that makes it rinse right down the pipe there. It's an actual machine. It's not an animal at all.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I never made the connection. She does use it to get rid of the garbage.
There you go.
Sounds like a critter. Just,
I know, yeah, it's not a critter. Thanks for calling, though, caller.
Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
You're a lifesaver.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's show. Thank you, and good luck from everyone here on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course... Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Bob and Tom Radio.
Now in theaters from Bob and Tom Pictures.
Hey, Kristi, it's Rob. It's been a while. I was just thinking maybe we should give it another try. Call me later.
Kristi, pick up. Hey, how you doing, girl? It's me. I'm back in town. Man, the West Coast sucked. Oh, come on, give me a call.
Hi, Kristi. Hey, it's me. Remember me? Hey, I was looking at some old pictures of that time back in Tuscaloosa. When, I'm sure you remember. I'll call me.
From Bob and Tom Pictures, Kristi Lee stars in The X-Men.
Hey, Kristi, it's your favorite drummer. I'm in town playing for a new band called Saber. Call me.
Hey, Kristi, it's me, Donnie Baker. Hey, I was cleaning out the boat, and I found a pair of your, anyways, I think they're yours. Can we try it again, man? I got the motor fixed. I swear to God it works better. You ain't gonna have to row or nothing this time. On my pager.
Kristi Lee's X-Men, now showing every other weekend And Wednesdays, if she's not too busy.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bull.
Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom, how are you doing? You all right?
I got some great letters here.
All right, sir. Don't let me stop you.
I'm not going to let you stop me at all.
Okay.
Very nice of people to take the time to write in.
Ken from Norman, Oklahoma.
Use
writes,
the crayon? Oh, sorry.
I listened to Josh Arnold's new album, Half Fat. I enjoyed it so much.
Oh.
I wanted to make sure Josh got fair compensation, so I listened to it on Spotify. Then I bought it on iTunes.
Well, how about that? Thank you.
Wow. P.S. This certainly won't make Josh rich like his mom, but hopefully it helps.
I see the misunderstanding. My mom's married to a man named Rich. He's not actually rich.
I see.
But Rich is not your real father.
And
is he?
I tell him that every time he says something. Well, hey, Josh, will you pass me the stuffing? You're not my dad!
Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, sir.
Roads you can go down.
Extended
where nothing is funny. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show.
There's nothing funny down that road.
Fist fights at Thanksgiving, right? More fist fights Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
True winner, yeah. All the nonsense.
Yeah.
People behave at Christmas.
The knives and the carving and the bird and the football. I think that's it?
Yeah.
No?
I don't think we ever had a fight at Thanksgiving.
we did.
Oh, yeah? Were you involved?
Always, yeah.
Always.
Oh,
Right in the middle of it.
Remember, he makes small talk. He's the nice one, right? Yeah.
Except at Thanksgiving.
Boy,
Another letter.
You know, we had gunplay in my family at Christmas.
I just love gunplay.
We're not going to top this one. Go ahead.
One of the brother-in-laws brought a gun to Christmas. Because my mom's sister was trying to get away from this guy, and she loves me. And one of those
There was actual drama. It wasn't that he hated carolers or something.
No. My grandmother went to the door and told him to go. My grandmother.
This was her son?
No. This was her son-in-law. He was there to see her daughter.
Do you think a group of carolers has ever gone up to a house and some guy comes out with a shotgun? Take it elsewhere.
Move along.
Follow on a click.
Oh, little town of...
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Got into an argument yesterday, by the way. That reminds me.
I don't know what year it was, but I think it was Dolphins-Chiefs playoff game that took forever to play. And it might have been the longest game at the time. It still might be the longest game in NFL history. I want to say Jan Stenerud kicked a field goal or something like that. 71.
That was the year of the gunplay?
That was the year of the gunplay.
Okay, I'm glad we put a marker on that.
I would have been 13, 12.
Now, did you... I won't talk to you because you didn't have any Halloween decorations. Did you have any Halloween decorations, Josh?
Yes.
Have you taken them down?
Yeah, they came down November 1st.
Yes.
I didn't carve any pumpkins, though, so my pumpkins stay out through Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's
we
okay.
didn't carve either.
If they're not carved, you can leave them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took down all the witches and stuff. And then the question is, the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
I see you can put them up now, but you can't turn them on.
Yeah.
Can't turn them on till the day after Thanksgiving.
Didn't you have a pumpkin carving incident when your son was very young?
Oh yeah, I was traveling. I was gone. I was traveling with the comedy tour at the time, and I came home, And over the weekend, some high school kids in the neighborhood carved penises in all of our pumpkins.
Oh, boy.
And so there's a picture of my son. He's 4, and he's standing by the pumpkins with a sad face. Just, you know, I had to take the picture, of
Next
course.
to the old
but,
dick-o'-lantern.
Yep.
The old Chupkin.
Glad you went with Dick-o'-lantern.
No, it's not Jock-o'-lantern, is it?
No,
Jack-o'-lantern.
Okay, we got many ways, many roads to go down. Oh, look, we have more mail. Thank God. This is from Scott. He goes, "Thank you, Josh. I've been waiting for a comedy album from you since you started on the Bob and Tom Show. You're a very funny man, a perfect compliment to the show.
It's about time you started doing something.
Well, thank you.
I live in the East Coast. Hope to see you someday.
Well, thanks very much. Hope to get out there soon.
To you and the rest of the cast, thank you for bringing so much laughter and sunshine to my dark cloud of a life." Well, that's impressive.
Hope things are
Hey,
lighting up
Scott,
for you.
we're big fans of you, Scott. You hang in there, buddy.
Whatever, Neatorama. Whatever you.
We're rooting for you.
With Thanksgiving just around the corner, I thought would feature. This is one of my favorite Thanksgiving songs. We've got a couple classics. This is one of my faves. This is Mr. Haywood Banks.
I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is boop, boop, boop. My big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? Getting kind of sleepy, ate sweet too much. Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
The genius of Haywood Banks, that classic turkey bird. Interestingly enough, do you remember that commercial? Who was that guy? He was at this really fancy supper club, and he was singing "Kind of Now, Kind of Wild Child."
Charlie, that was Bobby Short.
Yeah, Bobby Short
playing the piano for Charlie.
And I always thought that image of that really cool New York nightclub, people all dressed up. Remember that? And just looking like, I've never been to a really fancy place like that.
Was that a
supper club?
Perfume, Charlie? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was Bobby Short, and it always thought that was cool. And it reminds me that Haywood is actually going to be playing a club like that this weekend in a distant land called Carmel, Indiana, at the Hotel Carmichael, Friday and Saturday. Can you imagine that?
That'll be fun.
Oh, it'll be amazing. So look for Haywood. I think Haywood's probably going to stop by this week. I certainly look forward to that. But coming up, another holiday classic from the Bob and Tom Show. Now, did you put your Christmas lights up yesterday, Jess?
I didn't. Nope. There's going to be one really warm day this week, and I'm going to wait till then and do it. Yeah.
Do you have any lights, Josh?
I don't have lights. I have wreaths, and I'll put them up the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay, very good. Chick, do you do anything to your home?
No.
Okay. Ace?
No. I had a live tree last year. My daughter insisted. So
that's nice.
But no, like a tabletop live, like it was 4 feet tall or something. It was kind of cool.
That is cool.
I have a question. Can you leave your greenery out for the entire month of January? Because I do, because I think it's still winter decor. Do you think that's...
I think that's fine, yeah.
There's nothing red on it. There's no colors. It's just the greenery.
Yeah. And it
That's
gets
nice.
And it gets that much more flammable.
Well, if it's a wet winter, we're okay.
Okay, check those.
I say do whatever makes you feel good. That's around the holidays and the winter. Anything to keep you warm and feeling nice.
One of my neighbors doesn't have to put up a wreath because he has last year's Christmas wreath on his door.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I'm serious.
Has
There are a
anyone-
lot of nice fall leaves, or I'm sorry, fall wreaths.
There
out
are.
too. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be celebrating the holidays here in the Bob and Tom Show. We'll be talking Thanksgiving treats. Also, we're going to be talking about, have you heard of No Nut November, Josh?
I have. I've never participated.
Is this like the mustache thing?
Yeah, we'll find out what No Nut November means when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at Bob. And highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1912. The place? Hooker on Rhine, Germany. After several complaints about unsanitary conditions from competitors in a sledding event, it was determined that some of the participants were unaware of the precise nature of a particular event. Once the officials removed all the phlegm balls from the course and explained that the name of the event was pronounced luge and not loogie, the competition continued without any further problems. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Boogermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom Radio.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide and get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Where are you from?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small,
Sure.
thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
Small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Jess's B.O. is strong. Oh, sorry.
Is he me?
Yeah, he said you.
I'm fresh.
When he was a kid, who was
Freddie.
Freddie's B.O. stronger than
poor Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie was a red-haired kid, a lot of freckles, everyone.
Oh, those redheads.
Tortured the poor kid.
Big fan.
Freddie's
Can you
B.O.
imagine how hard Freddie cried himself to sleep every night because of Tom?
When I moved here, there was a TV announcer with the same last name he had.
Pardo?
You know her.
I probably do, but I'm not going to guess.
No, please don't. Yeah.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick, and here he is.
I don't want to let Jess go off like, oh, since I'm the lady, they're going to be nice to me all morning.
Oh, no, I know that you you don't discriminate. No, I know.
Yes,
No.
your bully knows no gender. Were you a bully or were you
Not at all.
bullied?
Yes,
you were
the other,
bullied.
yes, of course.
Okay.
But
I'd like
let's
to
let's
see
just
you
move forward.
ass up in a trash can.
The wedgie.
That would make my morning. Hey, see Griswold's in a trash can again. Leave him there.
One of the funny things in the book I'm reading about Matthew Perry's mom was Pierre Trudeau's press secretary.
Yeah.
He went to high school, or was it high school or junior high school? I forget. I think junior high. With,
all of it, man.
With
Pierre.
Justin Trudeau, now the Prime Minister of Canada. And apparently he beat him up.
Oh, really?
According to Matthew in the book, he beat Justin Trudeau up daily. Yes, that's what he says.
If you could.
I think Justin disputes that, but who knows what. Really
now, we mentioned this phenomenon that's out there. It's known as No Nut November. Do you have the story?
I do. The trend involves men going a whole month without masturbating. No Nut November is a knockoff of the No Shave November, or Movember, when men grow out their facial hair to raise awareness for men's health issues.
Now, this Movember thing kicked in a few years ago.
Right.
We were doing Proctober
Oh, is that when you used to have to get your?
Yep.
Yep.
I had my prostate examined every October.
Live on the air.
Live on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of those recordings exist, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Yeah, probably not a smart idea, I suppose.
No, it is. It raises awareness for.
I mean, we would, Jess, we wouldn't ask you to do that.
Well, I don't have a prostate, so that helps.
Oh, you had to remove. That's the only reason.
What? Oh my Lord, that's awful.
But yeah, so yeah, now they've changed it to Movember. I don't quite get the Mo.
What about we could bring good old Pappy Schmear in here, huh?
Oh, jeez.
And they don't necessarily do that anymore, by the way.
Pap smears?
No, the old finger and the keister thing.
Oh.
Tom, I believe it's Movember because it started as mustache.
Yeah.
There's mustaches.
Yeah.
That's a Mo, not a muh.
It's just an M put on top. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, in any event.
The last time I had my prostate examined thoroughly,
Oh, God.
I had an MRI, actually. So, I mean, they did the digital examination as well. But
by the way, digital
really
means finger. Finger, not.
No, they didn't shove a CD in my ass. They.
That hurt. I was going to go with iPhone. Don't use the Pro Max.
Experts say abstaining from masturbation for No Nut November might not be healthy.
It isn't.
Proponents claim that the month-long abstinence from masturbation benefits the mind and body, but urologist Dr. Rena Malik told the site that there is no research to back those claims.
No, you gotta exercise the prostate in order for it to work.
Exactly.
Or lose
I mean,
it.
hell, Josh couldn't do No Nut November. Josh can't do No Nut Monday.
You gonna take that, John?
I've always heard an empty prostate is a happy prostate.
That's right.
That's what it says. Dr. Malik said that in addition to making you feel good from the release of oxytocin and dopamine in the brain, ejaculation can reduce stress.
How about that?
Think about it like a hose. If you've got a kink in your hose and the hose is on, eventually bad things are going to happen.
If you got a kink in your other thing.
Well, no. The analogy would be just
hose. You don't need to masturbate.
Cut off the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, that's all right.
And you contend that the blue balls is an actual thing, correct?
Yeah.
We had that news.
Yeah.
Do they turn blue, though?
No, they don't actually turn
But
blue.
there is uncomfortableness. Yeah, discomfort.
But it's never an excuse to.
Right.
It goes away, dudes. So deal with it.
How about this? If you just say, "Come on, baby, help me out." That's still okay, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is more like what is it? No Nut November is more like a Lent for your balls.
Right. Sure. There's
Lent
also
Think about it. In Lent, you spend a certain period. How does that work again?
40 days.
on Ash Wednesday.
Yeah, and you abstain from something that you enjoy.
Wouldn't that be funny to have a big ash stain in the tip of your male member?
No, that'd be here in the wrong church.
I bet it's happened.
There is also evidence to suggest that masturbation may even decrease your risk of prostate cancer.
There's a lot of evidence towards that.
That's what I thought. She added.
Really?
Yeah. So the more you do it, the healthier you are.
Wow.
You're certainly not hurting yourself by doing it.
Well,
no
there's ways to hurt yourself.
Well,
no need to flock that Christmas tree when I've got.
Two birds, one.
Do you know what flocking a Christmas tree means?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. You ever see that fake spray-on snow?
Yeah.
That people put.
That's called flocking?
Yeah, it's called flocking.
Flock the tree.
So see, the notion would be that instead
I
of
see, yes, yeah.
In other words, with the creamy white. Never mind. So no nut November there. So this doctor is saying don't do that.
Yeah, she said intentionally not masturbating can lead to high-tone pelvic floor dysfunction, which can cause pain in the testicles, excessive urination, and constipation.
Your pelvic floor, chick. Did you go with the tile or the wood?
Got to go down to the hardwoods, Tom.
Oh,
yeah.
Mine's a nice composite.
Keep it real. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
But also this would not just include self-stimulation. This would also include the release could also be through traditional
sexual activity.
Yeah. So you don't want to.
So everybody loses.
I mean, the body.
You want to say normal so bad. Normal activity.
The body
man, woman, she's on her back.
That's why nocturnal emissions are a thing. It's the body taking care of itself. So
Is that a wet dream?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a band. Acapella. Doesn't that sound like the name of a band?
It does,
Nocturnal
actually.
Emission?
There has to be a band
Yeah.
that has that name at this point. Well,
Yeah, so boys don't participate in No Nut November.
Are you going to go home and tell your son, hey, look, I know it's not
No.
November.
Thanks, Josh.
Not a conversation we're going to have.
There are some things better left to somebody else. Time now to once again revisit the joys of Thanksgiving with another great tune from Dean and Jerry.
Oh, I just love this time of year, don't you, Jer?
I sure do, Dino. 'Tis the season.
Check out those breasts.
I like their size
How about those legs?
and juicy thighs. My tongue is flapping.
Oh, stop your yapping. We're eating turkey. We invited our family.
They only came here 'cause dinner's free.
They really hate us.
Pass the potatoes.
We're eating turkey.
Ivan.
When we first saw that turkey, he ran around and clucked.
Gobble, gobble.
And when I pulled out that hatchet, he knew that he was
Plucked. Wishbone. It breaks apart.
Pull on my finger, you'll smell a
Dean.
what a sensation
It's flatulation.
from eating turkey.
Medic. Somebody light a match.
I really love the white meat. It's great when you want a snack.
They say once you've tried the dark meat, you never will go back. Ivan, I ate too much. It's time to leave.
Oh, I drank too much. It's time to heave.
Look out. We've eaten our fill.
But all next week we'll be eating turkey. I'll be drinking turkey, Pally. That's wild turkey on the rocks.
By the way, Dino, how was your date last night?
Well, let's just say that I butterballed her.
You mean she was ugly like a turkey?
No, but she was a gobbler.
I hope she enjoyed the stuffing.
She lapped up the gravy, too, Pally.
Dean and Jerry and the classic eating turkey.
Disgusting song.
Getting ready.
I know what they're talking about.
Now we also had the news story about the what is it again? No
Nut November.
Nut November to keep the
Don't get your nut, Tom.
self-pleasure.
They're debunking it.
No nuts.
So is there
Originally, it was in December. They called it "Don't Come, All Ye Faithful."
Yeah, and then after that was over, it was a jerk at January.
Oh, God.
Not too many people were calling it sick.
Relieve the stress.
Yeah.
And boy, that New Year's Eve party. Woo.
Oh. All right.
All right.
Midnight.
Come midnight. Well, I mean,
midnight.
That's the title of it. Well, we've done our work here. Now it's time to move on.
I will tell you now about Raycon earbuds,
Please.
Tom. That's right. It may be too early to start decorating for the holidays, but what is it? You can put your lights up, but don't turn them on. Correct, Tom?
That's correct.
It's never too early, though, to start your holiday shopping. Get it out of the way. Why not take care of it now before the crowds and the packed calendars and the shopping, the nightmare and the thing? To get everyone in the holiday shopping spirit a bit early, Raycon's early Black Friday sale is going on right now at buyraycon.com/Tom. Currently offering 20% off everything on their site with select products up to 50% off. Beat the crowds and save now, and you do not want to miss out on Raycon's early Black Friday sale. Raycon, known for delivering high quality and thoughtful features at about half the price of other premium tech brands. It's no wonder their products have racked up tens of thousands of five-star reviews. And this past year, Raycon has expanded. Raycon Home and Raycon PowerTech. Five-star reviewed Magic 180 cable allows you to change iOS, micro USB, and Type-C devices 8 times faster and with 100 watts of power. Hurry now to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20 to 50% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 50% off Raycon products. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up with Jess Hooker sitting in for Kristi Lee, we have cool news from NASA. Did you know that there's going to be perhaps an official cocktail in the state of Wisconsin? We're going to be there soon. We'll tell you all the details about that. Also, up next, we have Waffle House in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yesterday we were talking about hickeys.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Which one of your daughters has one?
You had those hickeys, yeah. Oh, and your daughters. Yeah.
No, nobody has hickeys, but we have death by hickey.
Death by hickey?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
My boyfriend was a vampire.
Were that me, I'm sure the officers would stand over my body and say, I have a feeling this is how he'd wanted to go.
More chalk.
Yes, because I'm so gigantic.
Oh, my God.
One stick of chalk would never be enough.
We had to use a whole box of chalk to outline his...
Look at him. He had to take his headphones off, lean back, and he's screaming with laughter.
He's just an awful person. I wish I were an actual Sportsosaurus. I could rip your body, your limbs.
More chalk.
Lucky number 6.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
You know what, Josh? I ate all day yesterday, and I really feel good about it, so screw it. You know what? It doesn't matter.
I was just trying to lighten the sad picture we all had of Josh lying there dead.
Oh.
Maybe lighten the mood.
You know, I think that's even more insulting. He's taken an insult to you and tried to spin it into a positive.
Oh, yeah, that's what's insulting.
Good God.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
I think it'd be hard to learn the banjo by yourself.
Yeah,
I think that would be the only way to learn the banjo.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh!
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So I took his banjo.
We need some sound, Nino. The amazing Pat Godwin. Ladies and
Never
gentlemen.
ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Here we go.
Totally knew the answer.
Do it
I knew
again.
the answer. That's
Do it
why I
again.
knew not to ask.
Trust me, there's no one laughing harder than my dad right now.
If he were able to laugh, but he can't because he's dead.
I would think.
So how'd you come by how'd you come by that banjo again, Josh?
Well, my dad died, and it was just laying there. So I thought, well, instead of throwing it away, maybe I'll go ahead and take it.
Did your dad play?
He did when he was younger, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought he did when he was alive.
That's the joke.
There you go, Joshy.
Yeah, I should have said that.
Okay, well.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love. From a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
And enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 to get 50% off. The code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at BobandTom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to BobandTom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Tonight on Bob and Tom Television's Animal Channel, it's Miracle Pests, the show that examines the unexplained actions and surprising heroics of the smallest and most maligned of animals, pests. We'll take you to Kokomo, Indiana, and we'll meet Roger Mondor and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Kuder and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold, very proud of himself.
Yes,
You're welcome.
you should be.
You're welcome. What a shooter. So nice.
What's going on over there, buddy?
Well, I was trying to find it. We had a thing about a scientific article about blue balls.
Yes, go on.
Earlier this year, and I can't seem to find it. I'm sorry.
It was essentially a professional saying, yes, it is a thing.
Yes, but they don't actually turn blue.
Right,
Yeah.
of course not. No.
I mean, it's like if someone says, I'm feeling blue, they don't actually look blue.
Oh, so it bums you out because...
What if you're a Smurf?
Oh, they've certainly got them. Well, Smurfette does.
Many a bad joke about that.
Well, that's not.
We have a...
hurtful?
We had a news story about so-called No Nut November, in which...
Don't you go nutting now.
Some organization
Or you
is
should.
advocating... what would it be called, technically?
They are pro-masturbation.
Yes, but the no nut is all about abstaining.
No, if there was such a thing as pro-masturbation, what? I think we'd
You know, Tom,
you show me somebody who's gotten more than 10 people together being against masturbation.
Yeah.
And I'll show you a salesman.
Yeah,
okay?
or a cult leader.
Yeah, Tom treats me like I'm the weirdo.
Yeah.
Because I masturbate. Though you're the weirdo when it comes to
If you're not masturbating.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
You know, I look over there sometimes, and I can't see your lap from here, and I bet he's doing that right now.
Real quick, Brad said he's failing at this November miserably. He masturbated last night and shaved this morning.
Wow.
So he's not participating either Movember or No Nut November.
Right.
I see. I never thought of putting those two together. Wow.
Yeah, you usually don't do those at the same time.
Yeah, especially because if she hates the mustache, then I guess I'm going to have to go on my own. But this one doctor's not recommending the so-called No Nut November, so stay away from that. Now, we have a happy Waffle House story in the news. I thought since we're talking food and Thanksgiving.
A bride in Tennessee surprised her groom with a wedding reception at a Waffle House.
Oh.
According to News Nation, the restaurant in Lebanon holds a special place in groom Eli Holbrook and bride Mary Kate Holbrook's hearts.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Lebanon, Tennessee.
Oh.
Not that one. Shall we bring that up?
Said Lebanon, yeah. She secretly organized the surprise, and after the pair exchanged vows in an intimate ceremony on the family's farm, they went to their local Waffle House with guests to celebrate. Mary Kate said he didn't believe us at first. He continued to ask if I was serious until we pulled in, and he saw the rest of our family setting up tables inside.
Fun.
She said the staff went above and beyond to make her vision come to life, adding that they even allowed her stepfather to live out his dream, his bucket list request of calling out the food orders to the cook line.
Nice.
That's cool.
But then what did she say to him?
I don't know what you say.
You're not my real father.
Well, you have to let them. You have to remember, kids. Constantly remind your step-parents that they aren't your real parents.
Yes.
They need reminding.
Sometimes they'll overstep. You got to keep them in line.
Let them know.
This is fun, though.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's a sweet surprise.
And, you know, I'm sure he used some other restaurant terms that evening. Hey, baby, time you got smothered and covered.
Oh.
Don't use that voice, please.
Instead of throwing rice, they threw hash browns at them.
Hash browns.
That was a sweet story, don't you think?
I think it's nice. I think it's nice that she did that. I don't think there's a lot of brides that would do that for their
That's
grooms.
very nice.
Yeah.
And then, what is the? Isn't there some kind of Waffle House hurricane connection?
Huh?
Yeah, am I?
Yes, if they knew it was particularly bad, if a Waffle House actually closed.
Yeah, if a Waffle House closed, they would know that the threat of a hurricane must be very serious.
Gotcha.
There's some
Because they stay open no matter what. Yeah.
some meteorological connections. So.
Huh.
I love Waffle House. It's great.
I haven't eaten there for so long, but it really.
You know the last time I ate there?
Always glad.
Last Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Went to Waffle House for one of the meals. It was great.
I mean, was it Thanksgiving Day?
Did you have turkey?
Yeah,
and
it was
everything?
Thanksgiving Day. No, had the traditional
Eggs
Waffle
and
House
stuff.
meal. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, I forgot we have this. This is a really rare piece. We've been digging around, and something from the archives.
You picked me a winner. Sounds like you've been picking your nose. I've been digging around.
And
well, let's see. I think you'll like this.
All right.
You ready?
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Chick McGee here. Well, it's Thanksgiving time again. I'm tired of family and friends, so I decided to spend the holiday alone. Just me and this big turkey dinner all to myself. Thanksgiving dinner. I'm wearing nothing. About to give my turkey a stuffing. I'm tired of cooking. Nobody's looking. I'm turkey.
Wow.
Then, after dinner, I'm feeling full. I grab the old wishbone and give it a pull. My wish came true. Since dinner's through, I'm turkey. Oh,
wow.
Oh, God. Oh, that's good turkey.
Oh, there you go.
He's
So
always had his stooge.
Yes.
hasn't he?
Yeah.
So when Josh moves on,
Who will he pass the baton
yes,
to?
who will go then?
Yeah.
Well,
what is it about the human brain? I have no memory of doing that at all.
I may have
None.
blocked it out too. Yeah.
Do you know
Zero.
what time frame it was?
Yeah.
Was it
You
a while
got
back?
you got a time on that, Tom?
Well, based on your voice, I would say it was 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, I think so. But very nice. Now,
Very nice.
Doing something with the turkey. I don't know what you're
okay,
doing.
here we go. This is from the Medical News Today website. It says blue balls is the slang term for a real condition called, epididymal hypertension.
Oh, okay.
Epididymal.
Oh, yeah.
Once you've done them all, why bother doing it?
Epididymis.
It refers to aching or painful testicles.
Painful testicles, yeah.
Epididymis was the Roman god of taint.
Balls are full up.
He could never make up his mind. He was right between.
He sure was. Always.
Taint this, taint that.
that, can't decide.
Some people may experience this after sexual arousal that does not result in orgasm. It usually resolves soon after, but the aforementioned ejaculatory experience may bring relief.
That's right.
Right.
I'm sort of padding my part here, trying to get this a little more delicate. The symptom may occur because blood builds up in the testicles during arousal, cause them to ache if the person remains aroused for too long.
This usually helps if the gentleman looks at whoever and says, if you love me, you would. That'll clear it up.
Okay.
That is.
Blood goes to the testicles? I thought the blood was in the
No, blood goes
shaft.
in the...
Yes, but it also does go to the testicles.
but then it...
Especially if you cut them.
Blood will absolutely.
They bleed like
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, they'll.
I will cut you.
It's a sieve down there.
I think it's time for the medical section of our show to end.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think you're right.
So that is a slang term, but apparently it's real. it's good to know.
You've never experienced it?
I don't really know.
Clearly not.
Okay, yeah.
A lover like him? Are you crazy?
Yeah, always finishing the job.
He's always had hot and cold running women.
Never
you
been
know
told
that.
no.
Just throwing themselves. Auditorium's full. Now it's empty. Time for a new show. What have we got over there, Jess Hooker?
Doritos says it has developed a crunch canceling technology to help PC gamers.
Really?
What?
The snack brand said it's introducing Doritos Silent, which allows gamers to enjoy their favorite chips without distracting other players.
I didn't know this was a problem, so they're wearing their headsets, of course.
Right,
Yeah,
and they're
and
close
just
to the
chomping
mic.
away.
Call of Duty on their heads. Yeah.
Garth Brooks mic.
So when I first saw this, I thought, okay, so are the chips
That's what I thought.
augmented? But no, it's not the chips that they're augmenting. It's the software, right?
Designed in partnership with Smooth Technology, the AI-powered software cancels out crunching sounds while users eat. The software can be downloaded for free at doritos.co.uk/silent.
Would this work for on-air use?
You mean for when
Probably
chicks
would.
snacking while we're all talking?
Hardly seems fair. I guess you were dead on.
Can you hear that? You can hear that?
What was that?
Nuts, right?
A pretzel nub.
Yeah, it was.
Now, we're going to talk to Willie in about half an hour. We'll ask him about this because he spends a lot of time playing with folks online.
Yeah.
I guess this is a thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's eating, it's troublesome.
That's funny. Never occurred to me.
What noises do you guys hear in the background that bug you? Like I hate it when if you leave your phone in the cup holder and you're going down a bumpy road, you can hear it shake while you're on the Bluetooth of a car.
Oh, really?
I hate that noise. It's awful.
I can't stand it when someone calls you and you answer and they're talking to someone else and continue to do so. And then finally go, hang on a second.
That sounds like something you'd absolutely do.
No. Well, first of all, I would never call anyone.
Well, you got me there.
I would text and say, call me at your convenience. I don't want to interrupt whatever it is you're doing. And I can only imagine what you're doing.
I almost never, I can't remember the last time that I was talking on the phone into the handset. I almost always use the speaker anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they say it's safer.
Because I've been told that sometimes when I'm on the phone, if I'm talking into the speaker, you can hear me breathing.
He's a loud breather.
I'm a loud breather.
Isn't it nice when you're told, will you stop breathing? That always feels good, doesn't it?
I have to tell you, I have to be honest, it's not the first person that's told me. I wish you'd stop breathing.
Is this because of that perv that used to be on Laugh-In way back in the day?
I mean Tyrone F. Horneye.
Is that real?
Yes.
Yeah, Artie Johnson.
Yeah.
Hey, you believe in the hereafter, don't you? Well, you know what I'm here after that, huh?
He got hit with the bag then, right?
It was Artie Johnson and Ruth Buzzy.
I mean, it was really quite advanced for those times.
Yeah.
Ruth Buzzy had no patience for a masher, did she?
No,
she didn't.
She would whack him with that handbag, man.
There's a roast out there of Frank Sinatra, and Ruth Buzzy is hitting Frank Sinatra with the purse. And after about the fourth or fifth hit, you can see a look in Frank's eye going, that's enough.
His wig's about to fall off.
If you hit me.
One more time.
Ruth came real close that night.
Chili, get the trunk.
Call Forest Lawn. Frank's pissed.
Ruth Buzzy's still alive. She's on X all the time.
Is she really?
Yeah, she sure is. I don't know if Artie Johnson's still alive or not. I don't think he is.
And I forget, Bob knows her.
Bob knows Ruth Buzzy?
Yeah.
What am I saying? Of course Bob knows Ruth.
And I forget that he worked with her on some project. I forget what it was.
That's cool.
So anyways, back to this news story.
I wonder what the project was.
Tyrone.
Crunch canceling technology for PC gamers from Doritos.
Yeah. So I guess whenever it picks up a crunch sound or whenever you're chewing, it just mutes it.
I like the non-PC gamers.
Yeah.
These damn Irish.
That's the only people you can make fun of now.
What are you? You're stupid enough. You must be one of them.
Well, apparently I don't know if they have a software that will take out the slurs about your mom.
Oh, yeah.
The chat during these video games. a borderline offensive on many levels.
Well,
put
I
it that
think
way.
that
Mammoth levels.
Yes,
Yeah, and racist and awful.
Oh, there's some kind of rite of passage or like a growing up in a boy's life. The first time his mother hears him on one of those games,
Or
and he doesn't
father,
realize.
yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Shocking.
Yes, it was shot. My sweet little boy.
You walk by the room, you're like, what is going on in there?
Things I'd never heard.
Now,
Yeah.
in defense of
racism
of men, I had occasion to hear a tape that was recorded, a recording on board a match, a rowing match.
Oh yeah.
At the Henley Regatta, and the coxswain for the female crew team.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably filthy.
Really.
Yeah, to get the girls psyched up.
Now, let me ask
Motivated.
you,
Yeah.
Now, is this in your relaxation time when you like to listen to these women telling each other?
No, it was someone I know. They had it. It's unbelievable. I mean, if it would be so politically incorrect that.
Oh.
But it was during a first class race of some high toned folks, and yikes, the profanity. The strings of profanity.
Let them fly.
So I imagine that a lot of women who are playing video games out there also participate in the.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's trash. It's trash talking, much like you'd get on an NBA court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or anywhere else. But every once in a while, chick, you've seen that she'll be watching a game and there'll be a tackle in an NFL game.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and there's some guy's walking away and someone says something because the guy turns around and comes after him. So,
we have the technology to put mics on all the players.
Oh, sure.
And the referees. I don't know why they don't offer that audio stream.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
I would pay $100 a season to hear everything going on the field. Absolutely.
Would there be a thing where you could pick the player you wanted to follow?
Absolutely, there would be. Yeah.
They'd know they were being.
Oh, you would have to. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh,
I guess
yeah.
you'd have to tell them. I guess.
Even when they do the mic'd up now, there's a lot of edits.
And
oh yeah,
all the mic'd up you see, almost all of them start with the player who's mic'd up walks up to somebody and goes, hey, I'm mic'd up.
Yeah.
I'm mic'd up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm mic'd up this day.
Oh, really?
I'm
they
mic'd
have
up
to
this
tell
game.
them, don't.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Hey, I'm mic'd up. Don't say anything about the government.
Or the commissioner.
What have you got coming up, Jess?
We've got women in space. We've got a
Women in space? How many? I say it's a good start. Let's shoot them all into space. Am I alone on this hill?
No, you're not alone.
We should do more hills. We should find out what irritates young Miss Hooker.
I'm looking at him.
Hey! What do you think, Tom?
I want to make clear she was looking at you. For those,
I thought she was looking at you. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll find out what hill you'll die on of insignificance. Right now, Jess is also our cooking lady. She does lots of great cooking for us. And speaking of cooking, with the holiday season arriving big time, which means a lot less time for us, HelloFresh is stepping up because they know you've got a lot of stuff to go shop for. The last thing you need to do is go to the grocery store and spend hours there trying to find stuff. Your busy schedule doesn't mean you have to compromise on what you want to eat. So when dinner time or lunchtime rolls around, HelloFresh has all kinds of great stuff, including these 15-minute meals. Some of them take about 5 minutes of prep, then you pop it in the oven. And this is fresh ingredients, great recipes, and they do the shopping and they do the measuring. You just do the putting together. So if you're hosting this holiday, HelloFresh also has their HelloFresh Market. All kinds of beautiful stuff, including charcuterie boards and lots of great desserts. So skip the trip to the grocery store a couple times a week and let HelloFresh send you recipes and pre-portioned ingredients. So just pick the meals you like. More than 40 to choose from every week, from vegan over that way, all the way over to good old classic comfort food that way. And by the way, something new, free breakfast for life while your subscription is active. Add the code BTShowFree. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. So check this out. Once again, free breakfast for life with the code BTShowFree. HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together for great gourmet food and a lot less food waste. HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. Coming up, we have an interesting story about HPV and how it might be related to oral relations. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1.
I saw a billboard recently, too, that was it was a billboard for a hospital, and then there was a picture of a smiling woman, and the caption read, "They didn't treat me like doctors. They treated me like friends." Like, well, it's great for her. I mean, she must have really good friends.
Yeah.
Me, when I have to go to the hospital, I want my doctors to treat me like doctors. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. To hell with my friends.
Yeah.
My friends don't know how to treat me.
Yeah.
I had sunburn once. You know what my friends did? They slapped it.
Yeah.
Sure.
When I told them it hurt, they just slapped it harder and more frequently.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, I want doctors who are going to properly diagnose my condition, not my friends who are going to tell me I have a fatal case of the queers.
Yeah.
I want doctors, all right?
Yeah.
Doctors who are going to bring me medicine, not beer that's been kind of peed in.
Yeah.
I want doctors who are going to provide me with proper treatment.
What? You need new friends, pal.
Yeah, really.
What's this peeing in the beer routine?
Doctors who are going to provide me with proper treatment, not my friends who are going to shoot me with Roman candles as I struggle to get out of a hammock.
It's always funny on YouTube. Always funny.
When do you not struggle to get out of a hammock? I mean, is there an elegant way to get out of a hammock?
No, there isn't. No.
Especially
when you're being pelted with Roman candles that are lit.
You gotta love that.
You do need better friends.
Yeah.
And you're weighing in at what, about 2 1/4?
Oh, you're very generous.
Yeah.
That's very kind.
About 245.
245, getting out of a hammock with Roman candles.
I'd watch.
Yeah, I'm in.
People did.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Wow.
Don't you bottom out on a hammock?
Hey, come on. Poor Josh.
Josh, we made you sit in the green room all morning.
Isn't that considered a picnic blanket at that point?
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. If you're not, you're a communist.
If Bobcat called you, wouldn't you keep it and play it for all your friends? Hi, this is Bob Goldthwait, too.
Yeah.
We've got an X-rated movie coming up where I think you're perfect for it. Give me a call.
I had a phone call from Bono that I accidentally erased.
Oh, no!
Bono? Yeah, and I was like, ah!
Oh, why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh, my God.
No, but so he called. And
he heard you doing your Bono, and he called you?
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium. Or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very, and he and I met him, and I'm in the, like the stadium doorway, and he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth, and it was just him and I and one other person, and he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses, and he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me, and I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?"
What?
Yeah. I'm going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Oh, that's
Have you seen
sad.
that?
Good.
The
They
minivans
wanna go
that
home.
they've put those, that fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to die.
It's really
God,
disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Scott Dunn, ladies and
We have a
gentlemen.
winner.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, yeah?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet.
Hi, this is Augie.
It's on tour.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here in our places with bright, shining faces, especially Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
We all have the daylight savings time blues. I find that I struggle more with this time change than the one where we go forward.
Whoa.
I know, it doesn't
That's
make...
strange.
As my English teacher would say, it don't make no sense. But, yeah.
Yeah, they both get to me.
This one is a gift. I love it.
Would you be in favor of an hour ahead year-round? Not going back?
I don't know. I'd have to do my homework.
You fought tooth and nail for
Yeah, well, that's because there's a technical reason for that. It's too boring to explain. I
had no idea we were going to go there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. I mean, it's great to be able to go to bed and it's pitch black outside.
I do like that.
Well, you guys are in the minority of people that go to bed at like 6 o'clock.
How dare you? I'm not a minority.
Not yet, but we will be soon. That's right. That's what they say. That's for you, Guru.
Wait, those guys aren't like that.
Let's cut this
Let's not
off
turn
now.
them into.
Yeah.
This is an even better topic.
Really?
Nope.
I don't think the Dicky boys are.
Oh, well, you know
who was Daddy Dicky. That's our dad speaking.
That's our dad.
We're better.
We're forward thinkers.
Here's a nice note. We were talking about so-called No Nut November. Do you want to explain this, Jess Hooker?
Sure. It's where men abstain from masturbating for the entire month of November. I don't know what the reason is, though. What's the reasoning?
So we can take it?
I don't know.
I feel like some bitchy wife suggested this, and that's...
And again...
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my friends together. Nobody's going to get laid. My God.
So they go like Lysistrata, if you will. No Nut November, a doctor weighed in and said, no, this is not a good thing.
No.
Need to clear the tubes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This comes to us from Barry. He writes, I wish No Nut November referred to the elections. instead of erections. Barry, you are a smart guy. I couldn't agree more. Speaking of human sexuality, we have an interesting news story about HPV in the news, and I think we begin with an apology to Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
A self-described doctor on TikTok is going viral. I know.
That's right. I'm a doctor. I guess you could describe me as a doctor.
Yeah. So she's going viral after suggesting oral sex poses a greater risk of developing throat cancer than smoking.
Okay.
What?
Wow. I mean,
How?
I don't know. Dr. Daria Sadavoska, okay, posted the clip with a caption indicating that oral sex is proven to be the #1 cause of throat cancer. The American Cancer Society currently cites tobacco use as the #1 risk factor for throat cancer.
Because it is.
It is.
Who would have thought smoking a pole would be more dangerous than smoking a Marlboro?
The American Cancer Society does cite oral sex as one of the potential causes of throat cancer because of HPV.
Did you say smoking a pole?
He did, yeah.
Look, there may be, but this lady, just because you don't like slobbing the knob doesn't mean you have to come out with this fake science.
But I think
wasn't that the whole thing about Michael Douglas that he got?
I think it's guy on girl.
it's
not
guy
girl.
on, the guys get it more because of it than girls.
You're nasty.
You'd get a wash rag once in a while.
Especially if that vulva chews tobacco.
By the way,
that's a trick.
By the way, I'd like to submit the most white
beach nut,
the most white trash single word. Wash rag.
Dude, I grew up, we all said wash rag.
Of all the words.
You pronounce it wrong. It's wash rag.
Mama, we had a wash rags.
We had a wash rag, Mama.
Yeah.
You know, Bush is still president.
Did you grow up with wash rag?
Oh, yeah.
we did
absolutely.
too.
Wash rag.
And my nieces are corrected when they say it. It's washcloth, according to their mothers.
Oh, that's
Yes.
much nicer, yes.
I grew up washcloth, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
You know, golden retriever, sailboat, Ivy.
Remember when Bart Simpson was imagining being incredibly fat? And the news was interviewing him. I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
I don't remember that.
So anyway, so this is suggesting that if a gentleman is partaking in this activity with a lady, the chances of passing along HPV are...
Right, because, HPV is cancer-causing. It's the most common sexually transmitted infection in the United States. According to the CDC, HPV is believed to cause 70% of throat cancers in the U.S.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Per the health agency, about 10% of men and 3.6% of women have oral HPV.
Say that again?
10% of men and 3.6% of women have oral HPV.
And HPV is eminently curable, is that correct?
You can get vaccinated for it. Yeah, you can, but you can't get the vaccine once you have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
and isn't there no test for guys?
No, guys can carry, but you can't test a carrier. You can only test if you actively have HPV. So you guys can just be out there giving it to all of us.
That's right.
And
That's right. That's what I do. I'm a chlamydia carrier. That's right.
Chlamydia carrier.
That's what the CC in my purse said.
I am quite the coxman.
So that's interesting. I mean,
don't shoot the carrier.
but Michael Douglas said this years ago, right?
Yeah.
He said that's well.
Everybody teased him.
It was sort of, but it seemed like a humble brag.
Are they still?
It did, yes.
Are they still married?
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah, they
Bless their
are.
hearts. Well,
what about all that butt stuff? Huh?
I think you get something different from that.
That's our cousin JoJo. He's a little behind the times. JoJo say butt stuff. I don't know why.
I heard
even Daddy won't say butt stuff. You know
he
that.
He was tasting the dirt button. That's what I heard.
Oh, JoJo.
Oh, JoJo.
Coming up, we're going to talk with Willie G. You guys had a big show, Ho Chunk Casino, over the weekend. Pat, you're on your way to Ohio.
Delphus, Ohio.
Saturday
night.
With you and Oscar. That'll be a great show.
And my son, yeah.
Okay. Certainly look forward to it. Do you have any Thanksgiving songs, Pat?
You want to hear one?
You have one?
Yeah, next break?
Sure, I didn't know you had one.
Oh, you have a couple.
I got Truck Stop Thanksgiving coming up from Floyd and the Boys. But, you got a new Thanksgiving. Is this new? Have we heard this ever?
You've heard it.
Really?
And you enjoyed it way back when.
Okay. I'll look
And you think it's strong enough to follow Floyd?
I don't know about that. That's a good one.
Yikes.
Coming up,
I'm willing to take a chance, though.
coming up, we have the cutest little animal out there. Vicious attack nearly killed the guy.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait till you hear what critter this was when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I'm not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy. Who doesn't?
Uh-huh.
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Two ladies. Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but
three guys.
If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all. Being all that lucky.
The or the manata. That's what I've heard called as well.
There you go.
Oh, man.
The manata.
And our guests, Mark Maron and Rebecca Corey. Now, Rebecca, you mentioned that you travel with your dog.
I do.
And you're serious.
What kind
of dog is it?
I have a 64-pound pit bull, a blue-nosed pit bull. Her name is Angel. And she was.
You showed a picture to us during the break, a picture of your dog sitting on the airplane looking out the window.
Yep, she was sitting in a seat next to me looking out the window, thinking, whoa.
And this is a what do you call it, a service dog?
A therapy dog, yep.
Therapy dog.
What does that
mean?
It means you just give up the Xanax and wine and you go to a little being that makes you calm when you fly. I got an issue with flying. Yeah.
So you couldn't. So you're a cat person. You couldn't do that with cats because, first of all, cats are so they're so highfalutin.
Yeah,
would not.
Oh, you mean you have
Cats
to
will scratch
earn
your eyes
the
out.
love of a cat, and that somehow makes it
No, the
less.
cat would look at you and go.
Put a cat on a plane, see what happens.
I traveled with LaFonda.
Oh, did you?
And how'd it go?
Was LaFonda in a cage?
Well, let me understand. You got to understand.
I'm surprised LaFonda would fly coach.
Yes.
Was she willing to?
LaFonda. My cats were feral, so they're wild animals.
Right.
Now, I never traveled with this cat before, and it was crazy because. They were, when I first got them, they were already wild, and they were only a few months old, but they were wild. So in order to take LaFonda to Los Angeles, it took me 2 hours to get her into the cage. I had to wear leather gloves.
Yeah.
My hands were still bleeding.
I'll bet.
I get her into the cage. I get to JFK, and I'm exhausted. And I'm aggravated, and I put the cat on the conveyor, and the TSA guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to take the cat out of the cage and walk it through."
Oh,
and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I became crazy cat lady.
See
There
my
is
hands?
no way. Yeah, look at my hands. And I made the biggest deal. I was like, "There's no way this cat's getting out of that cage." He's like, "Then you're not getting on the plane."
Okay.
And by this point, I'd frightened everyone around. I was crazy, and they would have been less freaked out if I'd had a bomb. I mean, I took this little cat out of the cage, and they're like, "Step back, everyone back!" And LaFonda was just freaked out.
I'll bet.
And I walked her through, and all she wanted was to get back into the box. But my biggest fear was that the cat's going to get away, and I'm going to be like in some.
You're going to chase her down.
Yeah, and I'm in a children's film. It's just a montage of me on the baggage claim, and, and it ends running through kitchens, down
ends with you in a federal facility being sodomized.
Nothing more enjoyable. Oh,
Wow.
Is that the sodomized bell?
Sodomized bell. There it is.
What's nice about bringing Angel on is bully breeds are really gassy in general. If you know anything. Oh, they're very gassy. And there's no hair there to muffle. The smell and the sound. And so sometimes on the plane, she will just let it rip.
Yeah.
And it's real nice.
Do you look around and say, "Excuse me," or do you just point at the guy in front of you?
I just laugh because it's so unbearable. But now there's someone, because normally you've been asleep on an airplane with your mouth open and been woken from a dead sleep because you thought someone crapped on your face. Because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And now that I have a bully breed, I just go, well, There it is, everybody. Take that. Take that.
You need to give your dog Beano before you fly.
What's that?
I need to give me Beano before I fly.
Yeah, it's the same stuff you put on your food, and it prevents gas.
Isn't there something magic on planes that just, that gas just evaporates? I always thought there was a magic to it.
Well, it doesn't. It actually makes it all the way to the back.
Yeah, it does. It makes it to that sleeping person with their mouth open.
Are you the guy that? Are you the guy that pulls the SBD that reaches up and turns off that fan thing?
I just think it works its way the entire length of the plane.
It does.
Everybody have their vent.
Boy,
you got me.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
Most unfair thing about life is the way it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a death. What's that, a bonus?
No.
Life is tough. It should be reversed. You die first. Get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you live in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young. You get a gold watch. You go to work. You work for 40 years till you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. Go to college, you do drugs, alcohol, you party, you get ready for high school. Go to school, you become a kid, you play, you have no responsibilities, become a little baby, go back into the womb, spend your last 9 months floating. You finish off as a gleam in somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo. That's perfect. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom. They put the F
right now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
Chick.
Pat Godwin over there in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Got a Thanksgiving song coming up. Here's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, of course, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Certainly looking forward to that right now. Coming up on the big screen, I think we're going to switch gears. There's Willie G. Hey, Willie, how's it going?
Good morning. Good, everybody. How y'all doing? Great to see you.
Hi, Willie.
Good. Now, you guys were in Wisconsin getting a bunch of great mail from Ho Chunk. Folks got to see Mr. Godwin, Mr. Oskey, and Mr. Willie over the weekend. How did you like Wisconsin?
Man, I loved Wisconsin. I had so much fun. The show was great. My set could have gone a little better. We can be honest here. I wore my Shedeur Sanders jersey on stage because Colorado was playing. A Badger fan in the crowd booed me immediately. That was my fault. That was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. But I like Shedeur Sanders. CU didn't win this weekend, but I really do like Shedeur Sanders. He's the quarterback for Colorado. His dad, Dion, is the head coach. They started with that big win over TCU. Now they're 4-5. And I can kind of sympathize with Shedeur because much like him, I also work with my dad, and everyone expected it to go a lot better than it is.
I wouldn't say that. I'm doing a nice job. Wow. You wore a Colorado jersey on stage?
I did. Huge mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I had the juice. Pat told me not to wear it right before I got on stage. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wow. Well, we have Wisconsin in the news today.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. This is an interesting story. By the way, we're going to be going to Wisconsin, North Star Mohican Casino. Everybody will be there Friday morning.
North to Wisconsin.
It's going to be November 17th, a Friday, then 2 shows that night, including Chick and I will be your hosts. Willie G, Mr. Oskey, Mr. Arnold, and Pat Godwin.
Fist fight on stage. Should be exciting.
Can you read Willie this news story about Wisconsin?
Can I tell you guys? I have some plans for what we're going to do in Wisconsin. Is that okay?
Sure, go ahead.
We always have so much fun hanging out when we travel. So I thought, Wisconsin, what do you think? Beer, brats, cheese curds, and a Mayan adventure, you guys. They have a lost temple up in the Dells that I think that we can all go to.
Holy heck. I had no idea.
Team building. Let's do a team building, Will.
Yes.
I know. I think it could be so fun. Move over, Indiana Jones, and say hello to Missouri Arnold. He's a professor. He's an explorer. He's a thorough and generous lover. And Josh, I know you're a freak. I looked it up. They are BYOW. Bring your own whip, so you'll be all set. You don't even have to buy one at the gift shop.
All right. Now it's just a matter of which one do I bring?
Which whip?
Where is this place?
In the Dells.
That is up in the Dells.
Yeah.
Or we just worry.
And then after we go there, we're going to head to Capone's Old Time Picture Studio.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
They can take fun pictures of us. They have costumes and sets. We can be 1930s gangsters, pirates, hillbillies. We can be in a 50s diner. It'll be a blast.
This resort has seen Photoshop and said no.
They have sepia tone.
That's right.
Oh, you get all costumed up?
You get costumed up, baby. Look, an Old West bathhouse, a honky-tonk piano.
I have one of these. Yeah, my brother and my mom and I did it at the fair one time when I was a kid.
Is that right?
Yeah, my mom is wearing the dress with the garter showing. I'm like, Ma,
yeah.
take it down a notch.
You can choose
I know
from
what you're thinking.
13
you
real
can
stage.
bring pets, y'all. Gosh, they have a little Tommy gun for gravy. Get her a little gangster hat.
Kitty? She could be a little Tommy
Is there
cat.
anything cuter than a kitten with a Tommy gun?
I don't think so.
Wow.
That may be the last thing somebody saw.
Uh-oh.
After that, we can head to the Bigfoot ropes course. Josh, I know you love Bigfoot, and I like seeing fat guys in harnesses. This is what they call a win-win, y'all.
All right. Let's do it.
What's a taco
I know.
net? That looks interesting.
A taco net?
Taco. You just jump into it, I guess, or something? And
I don't
roll
know.
Around?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what it said. It said taco net.
It's a taco net. See, we're watching Willie on the screen, and you're just staring off into space. See, they have taco and barrel runs. Is that what they have? You can run on. I bet barrels rotate, and you try to stay upright.
Ooh, yeah.
Tell me that's not what concussion wing.
Have you ever done the log rolling thing?
No, that looks terrifying. I'm always afraid you're going to fall back and hit your head.
Oh,
yeah.
That's like anything like that. There's a trick to it, I'm sure, if you know what you're doing.
Practice.
There's no way, man.
Did we want to ask Willie about the crunch canceling?
Yeah. I know, Willie, you were telling me that there's a lot of sort of evil talk when you get on some of these
trash talk
when you get online playing video games.
I mean, yeah, you go on there. It's some of the meanest, most racist, most brutal 12-year-old girls you've ever met.
Yeah. Wow. Can you read them the story real
Sure.
quick?
Yeah. Doritos says it's in development to make crunch canceling technology for PC gamers. The snack brand said it's introducing Doritos Silent, which allows gamers to enjoy their favorite chips without distracting other players. So it's, smooth technology. The AI-powered software is going to create whatever it is that's going to cancel out the crunching sounds while users eat.
It's an interesting idea.
Gross.
Yeah. Do you ever eat in game?
I do, and it could be a salad, but no matter what I'm eating, my friends are going to call me fat. They're going to be like, "Uh-oh, Willie can't skip his dinner to play the game."
They definitely hear you eating.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And they go, listen to Pork Chop wolfing that down over there. It looks like his feed came out today.
His feed.
Wow, they're rough.
They are brutal.
Rough crowd. Or can you take your hands off the video gizmo to
control?
Yeah, I don't play them, so I don't even know what the words are.
Game
controller, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you take your hands off it to grab a chip?
Well, sure.
I mean, certainly, yeah. You're not going to be able to run or shoot your gun in the game, but yeah, you can definitely take a little break if you find a little cover.
You got to
hide in
time
the
it
bush.
out. That's when you yell, "Cover me!" and you're eating Doritos.
Like maybe could the really dedicated guy like lay the Doritos out and just kind of lean your head down and grab one and go for it?
I bet there are some people.
They have a system.
One of the many reasons you don't video game, I'm guessing.
Oh, a lack of focus, a lack of hand-eye coordination.
But if they had a video game where you were like, you had a grocery list and you had to go through the grocery store.
Oh, my God, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be your video game.
I love going to the grocery store. That'd be
Let's
great.
go to the store. Version 19.
Okay. Now, Willie, did you have some beers while you were up in Wisconsin?
Yeah, Spotted Cow, my favorite beer in the world, only in Wisconsin. I had probably 5 beers, I would say, and then I got... What did I get? I got 8 six-packs to smuggle across the border, bring them home. I absolutely love drinking Spotted Cow up there.
It's interesting because remember, back in the day, a Coors, that was a big thing. It wasn't available everywhere, and people would go, I went to Colorado, brought back a case of Coors. It was a very big deal. Is that the thing with Spotted Cow? It's got limited distribution?
Yeah, they just keep it all in the state of Wisconsin, and it's all like, it's kind of like employee-owned. It's one of those super cool places. Everything in Wisconsin... It's the best. It's just everybody. I don't know. I love it up there so much. It absolutely rules. And I'm very sorry that I wore a Shedeur Sanders jersey, everybody. Next time I will get a Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin jersey. Boy, do I apologize. And I apologize to Linda specifically, the woman that yelled at me after the show.
Well, so that's what... Should we vote on what jersey he should wear?
Well,
no. If he's going to be in Wisconsin, you got to have a Wisconsin jersey on.
You're going to get booed about it. You just never wear a sports jersey.
Don't worry.
You can't win.
You can't win either team, yeah.
Unless you get one of those ones where you take a couple jerseys and saw them in half and sew them together.
And then I made an Aaron Rodgers joke. That the only thing that he needs now is a doctor because he's injured. And I thought they'd like it because it's his old quarterback. And then I think people perceived it that I was making some comment about vaccines. I mean, it just got worse and worse and worse.
Will you save all of this for next Friday night in Wisconsin so I can see it live?
Oh, my gosh.
It was something to watch, I tell you.
In my Jonathan Taylor jersey, y'all. I promise I will be in a bright red Taylor Badger jersey.
I think he was 21, I think, at Wisconsin. I forget. But yeah, we're going to hook that up.
Okay, good. Once again, we're going to be at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort. A free morning show. You can come watch. 5 a.m. local time is when it starts. But then that night, during traditional hours, it'll be 2 comedy shows, an early show and a late show, featuring Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Willie G, Jeff Oskey. Chick and I'll be your hosts. Should be a lot of fun. Thank you, Willie. Thank you guys. Enjoy the beers.
I'll be in Louisville with Warren this weekend, so I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and then I'll be in Louisville all weekend with Greg. So grab some tickets on my Instagram at willie.griswold.
All right.
Perfect.
The great Greg Warren. Is that right? That'll be cool.
Well, Greg Warren, yeah.
Yeah, not
what do you mean? It's great, Greg Warren.
I think almost you can say just Greg Warren.
Yeah.
Greg will be in studio Thursday.
Ah, jeez.
What, this Thursday?
Yeah.
I've got a thing.
I got my
right?
starting to tickle.
Yeah. Good luck, Tom.
I bet this really kicks in about 2 or 3 days from now.
It's going to be real fun. It'll be a fun
Thank you
time.
very much. We have coming up in the news, we do have Wisconsin.
We do.
And a booze story involving Wisconsin, of all things.
Yep.
That is not beer. You'll be surprised this involves the government of Wisconsin and alcohol. It's fun. Also coming up, I said we have one of the sweetest little critters on earth.
A kitten with a Tommy gun?
Not
just
so sweet.
Almost as bad. Just about took a guy out. We'll find out about that when we come back.
Let me tell you about Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. This fall happens to be an especially good time to protect your home because you can get up to 50% off a brand new Simply Safe home security system at simplysafetom.com. Named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. Simply Safe comprehensive protection for the entire home. Advanced sensors detect break-ins, fires, floods, plus HD cameras inside and out, powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day, half the cost of traditional home security. With new 24/7 LiveGuard protection and the Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders, helping stop crime in real time. A powerful technology exclusively only from Simply Safe. Satisfaction backed by Simply Safe's money-back guarantee. Try Simply Safe for 60 days risk-free. If you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. And for a limited time, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 50% off with any Simply Safe system with the Fast Protect plan. Visit simplysafetom.com today. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, Pat Godwin's Thanksgiving song.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right, Pat? Mm-hmm. And this little cute little critter could kill you. And what's going on with booze in Wisconsin? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney.
Now, Maria, you're originally from Duluth.
Originally from Duluth.
You made the. How did you make the transfer into the transition into stand-up comedy? Did you have regular jobs?
Well, I worked as a secretary, and I missed that. I missed the camaraderie because you don't always get to see people on the road as a comedian. So I miss that. Where do you want to go for lunch? What do you want to get for lunch? Where do you want to go for lunch? I get like a sandwich, or like a salad. I mean, maybe we could just a place I get like a Diet Coke. We could go to Quiznos. Yes, we could. Yes, I like the drama, like don't touch Donna's label maker. Okay, no, don't even look at it. Why? Because she bought it with her own money. Oh, enough said, sister. Why don't you tell Donna to keep her mitts off my freaking tape dispenser, which she should know is mine because it's clearly labeled. Oh. Fellas get mad. Who stole my key lime pie yo play? Wasn't me. Did you eat my Southwestern style lean cuisine? No. Did you eat my half chocolate rabbit I've been gnawing on for 5 years? It's basically only half a head and an ear with a soft baby blue ribbon wrapped around it because my ma gave it to me for Easter. Yes. It took you too long. I had to scrabble it up in my chops. But yeah, I used to work as a secretary for a long time.
Yes, you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around. And I used to work as a Star Trek character in a touring show. I did a Star Trek character.
Oh, really?
What?
Wait a minute.
Mall openings and Jack in the Box promotions around the country.
Which Star Trek?
Well, I was a Bajoran, which is from Deep Space Nine. Not many people.
Greetings, I'm Major Lilanka, the planet Bajor. Get the F away from me. All right.
That was most of my job.
What is the name of the tribe, the people?
The Bajorans.
So they're Armenian.
We were like the Jews of your World War II. We were decimated by the Kardashians, which are.
And the Kardashians definitely Armenian.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're lizard-like people. And all I have left of my parents to remember them by is this bloody paper doll. That looks like a napkin with some ketchup on it from this food court. Oh, so you're a denier of the Holocaust. I see. Well, why don't you wait for your wife to come back from the Chico's where she's buying a boxy jacket.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
This paper doll. Oh.
I haven't seen Chick look like that in a long time.
Did you ever work at a theme park as a character or anything?
They trained us at a theme park, and it was in North Carolina, so it was a place where people wore a lot of religious kind of rock star T-shirts where they'd go like, "Come follow Christ, he's going to be seen at the mega," that kind of thing. So I did a little work there, but I'm not very good at talking to strangers. Trying to get people interested in talking to me. It was just terrible. It was mostly that, like, greetings. You got makeup all over your face. You mean my genetic makeup? I'm very different from you. I'm an alien. No. I wish the Vulcans would come back from their smoke break.
Did you have... Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the
Wait a minute.
minivans that they.
That's very funny.
Oh,
Have you seen it?
good.
The minivans
go
that
home.
they've put those, the fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides. Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really
God,
disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my
You're
sons.
going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I've got a gamer email for Tom.
I'm ready.
Very exciting. Are you ready?
What does it say?
Dear Tom, there is a game on Xbox that would be a perfect way for Tom to relax. This is so much right up your alley. I hesitate to even...
I don't play video games, so
It's because you don't know about this video game.
What is it?
And I get the feeling that when I tell you about it, we'll never see you again.
Okay.
Oh. What am I-
Uh-oh.
It's called Power Wash Simulator.
Oh.
You literally just hose things down with a power washer.
Is that right?
Yeah, they have
you-
those for lawnmowers too.
Oh, you just mow the lawn virtually?
Mm-hmm.
I had the power wash out over the weekend.
Yeah.
Of course you did. It was, what was it?
Yeah, I'm thinking
40?
of upgrading.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a power wash, all of a sudden you want
the biggest one. You want the one with the motor.
Yeah, the
gas,
gasoline motor.
The Ford. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at.
Oh yeah.
What have you got now? What have you got now? Electric?
It's electric. It's supposed to be the most powerful electric, but
I'll buy that one from you if you get a new one.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get the new one.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the 442.
Oh.
You know what? You have
like the old Oldsmobile 4-barrel carb.
I don't think you have what it takes.
Do you wear the fishing? Whatever that thing is. What are those things called? What are the fishing
vest? The bib overall?
Yeah, the fishing overalls, so you don't get all wet.
No.
Yeah.
It wet's half the fun.
Waiters.
Waiters, thank you.
I like it. It's got that kickback. You pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Touch over.
Oh, that's how you lose a toe. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll cut your toe off. You know that.
Yeah, well.
All the more reason that they're great fun. Now, we've been playing some Thanksgiving music. We've got Truck Stop Thanksgiving coming up. But first, Mr. Godwin has said he has a Thanksgiving song.
A Who tribute to Thanksgiving called Blubba O'Reilly. We harvest the fields and celebrate with a meal. I get my gut into Thanksgiving, yeah. Pass the gravy, please, and the mac and cheese. I've given up on healthy living, yeah. My expanding waistband, my expanding waistband. The turkey's fried. There's pumpkin pie for my expanding waistband. Hey, son, grab my hand and help me open this can. Start up the fire, throw on a nice pork shoulder. There's mashed potatoes and beer and holiday cheer. Let's eat those buns before they get much colder. Yeah, yeah. My expanding waistband. My expanding waistband. Oh, the turkey's basted.
Patty G. Oh, that's great, Pat.
Very nice.
Now, Miss Hooker.
Yes.
Do you, as someone who is somewhat of a quality chef and you like some of the exotic stuff?
Sure.
In your family tradition, was there ever anything unusual? For example, Pat just mentioned mac and cheese at Thanksgiving, which we never did that.
That is a hill that I die on, is that macaroni and cheese doesn't belong on a Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's also the biggest hate that I have ever got on social media came back the first time I said that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm starting to look. I can see it. I can see it now, like a baked macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? When you do the
stuff,
you do the crunch on top.
A real fancy one.
Yeah, a fancy one. A fancy baked macaroni and cheese.
I think I'd almost rather have like an Italian dish, like a lasagna or a spaghetti or something with the Thanksgiving turkey. Why not? Like an Italian Thanksgiving? Sure. Why not?
You could.
I don't know. I mean,
certainly not traditional, but
what did you have on your Thanksgiving table?
Nothing weird.
Just a turkey,
mashed potatoes,
gravy?
corn, gravy.
We have
cream corn.
That'd be okay.
All right.
I'm a fan. I love corn.
Pre-chewed corn.
We do oysters in our stuffing.
See, I love oysters and I love stuffing. I've never had oyster stuffing, and I've always wanted to try it.
I'll bring it in this year.
I'd love it.
It's like mixing mashed potatoes with kitty litter.
I love that.
With all the awful taste of fish.
The best stuffing I ever had one year, Jess made stuffing with White Castle hamburgers.
I've heard people swear by that.
Yeah, people loved it. Yeah, and then people found out there were White Castles in the stuffing, and they lost their minds.
My stepmom was so mad.
Mad?
Oh yeah,
got really upset about it.
Yeah, doesn't
She
like.
swore by
Maybe
it.
we should do that. We should do like you know how people do chili cook-offs. We could do a stuffing cook-off here in the office.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, everybody bring your own.
And if you stuff, and you can do it where you stuff it in the turkey, so you get what is that?
Or dressing.
Trichinosis,
Not always.
Peritonitis.
Okay, we can do dressing.
Hysteria.
You cook it separately, please.
No matter what you call it, you end up with diarrhea.
Okay. Well, now,
what did you have, Pat? You were
rutabagas. That was a big one.
What?
Took it to Paula's house, my girlfriend, and they hated it.
What is a rutabaga? Is that
It's like a turnip. It's a fancy
It's
turnip.
a root vegetable.
It's got a nice little pungent thing going on.
You made it?
I didn't make it. I brought them, and Paula made them, and her family got gassy.
Did you bake them?
Got gassy.
You boil it like a mashed potato or a turnip, and then you mash it. And
why did you decide to do that?
Oh, we've always done it in our family. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
What does it have?
It's a real turnipy taste.
Is it like
it's orange.
It's
yeah.
like kind of a dirt taste then, an earthy taste.
Well, this is the same guy that grabs a bag of radishes as he's grocery shopping.
That's part of the turnip family.
Yeah, and eats them.
Well, that's shoplifting.
He pays.
Did you ever go to the bulk food aisle and start unwrapping chocolates? I've done that. Man, I've never felt more alive.
Well, now we've promised another Thanksgiving song, but first we have a sweet song. A sweet story about a sweet little animal and almost killing a guy.
A California man says he was viciously attacked by a pair of otters. Mr. Matt Leffer told KCRA,
the news station,
that he was visiting his family's
That's not
cabin. No?
What? Why not?
I liked it.
Why not? It could be the news station.
Yeah.
Well, what do you give me if it actually is their slogan?
It's still boring.
KCRA.
KCRA. All that's missing is P. I don't know. Cray.
We're cray.
There you go. See,
KCRA produces 22 hours a week a local newscast for sister station KQCA.
I'm sure they do, but the point is...
What's their tag? Okay, I'm going to finish this story.
Live with Kelly and Mark. No, that's not it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, while he was visiting his family's cabin on the shores of the Serene Lakes when the incident occurred, he recalled, "I felt something bite my calf. Within seconds, I was bit again. I started swimming fast, but there was the otter, popped up right in front of me, and then it bit me again."
Wow.
Yeah, Leffers said he ended up with around 40 puncture wounds all over his body.
That sucks.
Yeah, his wife was able to get him out of the water and to the hospital. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife has since issued a warning for the area.
He ought to not swim there anymore.
Oh, very, very funny. Oh, do they have to give you rabies shots or anything when you get?
I kind of would assume. I don't know.
You can't outswim an otter, right?
No. Many
I didn't
tried.
think Mark Spitz could outswim an otter.
Hope he had a bathing suit on.
Oh, yeah, you don't want the giblets nibbled, do you?
Oh, God.
KCRA.
But otters are fairly... How big are they? How big would you say an otter is?
About 80, 90 pounds.
No.
No, but they've got really sharp teeth, and the guy could have bled to death.
But my thing is it's big enough where you're gonna see it swimming up on you, right?
It must have been underwater. Yeah, otter.
Otters, I believe, hold hands. So they don't float apart.
They'll float
while they
and hold
sleep,
hands.
yeah.
While they sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They use rocks to open clams.
And when they're not sleeping and holding hands, they attack people.
That's right, because...
Or practicing their jug band. Emmett Otter.
Jug band Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
They'll suck this is scary. This guy could have died.
Yeah?
Could have bled to death.
Yeah.
Having a nice... Again, not naked. You're skinny dipping.
Yeah, that would have been a different story, probably.
Yeah, otters have a taste for shrimp. They look up there, and there's one right there. Take a big bite of it for you. We have Mr. A request. I'll put it that way.
Dear Chick, my grandparents and great-grandparents were Italian immigrants. Every year we had lasagna and homemade ravioli with our Thanksgiving dinner.
It does. I mean, it sounds great.
Of course it does.
Yeah, who's going to say no to that?
And just a small slice of turkey and load up a little lasagna.
Turkey tetrazzini, isn't that a thing?
Ah.
Yeah, it is.
There's turkey and there's...
I suppose you could make...
It's a white sauce?
You could make turkey lasagna. You could make turkey anything.
Oh, you can make any kind of lasagna. Yeah.
That isn't the way the Pilgrims and the Indians did it.
No.
Well, just because they did it first, don't mean they did it right.
That would have been pretty funny, actually. The first Thanksgiving, they had lasagna.
Yum.
Yeah, sure beats that maize you brought.
Remember that?
Thanks a lot, Chief.
Remember that? Remember that commercial?
There was a maize commercial?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you? What?
Or
what
like
happened?
maize in a box?
Was
or
it
what was it?
Mazzola corn oil or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Oh.
It was a margarine commercial. Right now, by request, as we continue some of our Thanksgiving music, it's Floyd.
Back home, they're all circled round a butterball turkey. Well, I bow my head over stale beef jerky. I munched on sweets, love Boston baked beans. Found out milk duds stick to your jeans. I'm all alone, but I don't hold a grudge, 'cause I'm first in line for maple nut fudge. Pancakes being poured on the griddle. Charlie Daniels in my head, heating up the fiddle. Truck stop Thanksgiving only comes but once a year. Truck stop Thanksgiving, better stock up on your beer. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace. Traffic is heavy and my heart is too. Them rubbers in the glove box will soon be used. I'm paying for loving and I know it's wrong. A one-legged whore can't wear a thong. Her name is Tina and she's pregnant again, but with just one leg she still looks thin. Next morning she claimed to find religion too. I said, I'm glad you found Jesus, but I've lost your shoe. Truck stop Thanksgiving, wipe the gravy off your face. Bring it home, boy. Truck stop Thanksgiving, pump 7, please say grace.
Truck stop Thanksgiving, certainly one of the classics.
You know, Tom, I think every family around the Thanksgiving table this year should never forget that a one-legged whore can't wear a thong.
I should bring it up at the table.
Time now for a palate cleanser.
Who's that sexy man? guy with a deep voice.
Whoop-dee-doo.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick. Yes, Ace.
What's a giraffe's favorite fruit?
Didn't we have a giraffe joke last week?
No.
What?
No.
I don't know, Ace. What is a giraffe's favorite fruit?
Nectarines.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day. And right now, it's Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale. 50% off at omahasteaks.com. The perfect time to grab your fall grilling favorites is now. Plus, when you use our code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. omahasteaks.com. I don't know if they have nectarines, but they'll have everything else you might find.
Well, thank you very much. Now, we've been talking about Wisconsin. A special version of this show, November 17th at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. And what? Every time. He insists every time.
Oh, he's got a Brooklyn hook.
Yeah. Isn't that the name of a porn star?
Brooklyn Hook, yes.
Brooklyn Hook.
She lost her hand in
Yep.
the terrible.
Yeah, boy, third base, watch out.
Boy, look at that, huh?
I don't do third base.
Yeah, no, I better not. There are two things I don't do: hold hands and third base.
That's the hook. I'm sorry. We were talking about Wisconsin. Therefore,
State legislators in Wisconsin have introduced a bill to make the cocktail known as the Brandy Old Fashioned the official state cocktail.
Yes, a fine gentleman enjoys a brandy old fashioned.
The New York Times.
Here in Wisconsin.
Is that Grover?
Yes, I lived in Wisconsin for a spell.
Is that right?
Yes. Well, please continue, the lovely Jess.
So you're from southern Wisconsin.
Oh, yes. Very deep southern Wisconsin.
The New York Times reports that while the classic version of the Old Fashioned has a base of bourbon, rye, or another type of whiskey, brandy Old Fashions in Wisconsin date back to World War II.
You go Wisconsin, huh? Interesting.
I know, and I'm corrected often.
You go often, huh? So often.
Got the hard T in there?
Oh, well, different
West,
strokes.
not West, not Eastconsin either. Representative John Plummer, one of the two state legislators who introduced the resolution, said he expects 4 votes on the bill next month. He added, I just really wanted to give a public high five to one of the things that makes Wisconsin special. And that's certainly the brandy Old Fashioned.
How about that? I'll have to try one.
Apparently, during World War II, whiskey was rationed.
Yeah, and that's why this started.
So they developed the brandy Old Fashioned.
Interesting.
That rhymed.
Kind of cool.
I think Kristi likes these, actually. She's talking about Old Fashioned.
Are those the ones you have to have a muddler?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You need a muddler.
And you have to have one of those big balls of ice, I think. It doesn't have, it has the big ball.
I'm looking at the ingredients. They might want to rename this the Diabetes Old Fashioned.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah, a lot of sugar.
Oh, it'll put some sugar in your piss.
You may lose a limb.
Now, they have the, you've heard of a White Russian.
Yeah.
They have the White Wisconsinite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's
everybody.
It's
Keep in mind, we're going to be in Wisconsin in like 10 days.
No, I know.
So
No, it's made with vodka and milk straight from the udder.
Oh, how about that?
Unpasteurized. Raw. Go for it.
Yeah.
Booze will kill any germs in there.
That's true.
That's the beauty of that baby. Now, coming up, we have, of course, things that we have learned in this life on this show.
Remember when the dude was in the grocery store buying cream for his White Russians? Had to write a check for 98 cents or something. Yeah.
Right now, I want to ask you, it's quiz time. I'll start with you, Chick McGee.
Well, thank you.
I love my sleep number bed, and it's got a special setting on it, but what is your sleep number setting?
I don't know. 100, Tom. I like a firm mattress.
That's right. So when you're at the mattress store, you don't have to go, give me the 100.
And that
because each
salesman has a horrible, just awful breath.
Each sleep number bed has its own setting that you can adjust, and either side of the bed has its own settings. So everybody's happy. If the person over there wants a 40 setting, which is a softer mattress, they get it at the touch of a button. It's that simple. They have perfected adjustable firmness at Sleep Number. They've also got a bunch of other things that will help you get a great night's sleep, including things involving temperature, etc., the angle of the bed, and some of them you can raise the head or the feet. See what I'm talking about by looking into getting a Sleep Number bed, because you can then sleep at your ideal firmness, as I just mentioned, your ideal comfort, and with your ideal support with a Sleep Number bed. And right now, this is interesting, the new Queen Sleep Number C2 Smart Bed is at an all-time low, $899. The sale ends today. So act right now. And by the way, some new special financing has become available. Details on that available at your Sleep Number store. To find it, go to sleepnumber.com/BT Show. The Sleep Number smart beds are out there. You've got to check them out. It's like having 40 beds in one, because you can adjust the firmness on either side of the bed at the touch of a button. Sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Coming up, a little lesson for you. We'll learn you something. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Are there a lot of
Biggerstaff is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Hey, is your middle name looking for a?
Oh, you know what? I was doing...
Looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a Biggerstaff.
I wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah. Then what happened?
She's like, Biggerstaff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
Your long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Right. I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah,
that's a myth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr., you are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb.
Yeah.
Give it up for tripping. Like
Tripping?
yeah, tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Yeah. Give it up for Slappy. Like I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not.
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood.
And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So all those.
Speaking of porn names.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show, Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
without not any of it snowing.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. Standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
I got one of those,
yeah?
You know, the calls on the phone, the guy's selling you something or trying to get donation.
Right.
He actually used this phrase, is this the man of the house? Is this 1952? Yes, it is the man of the house. I'm lounging on the divan with a highball. Why do you insist on calling during Edward R. Murrow? I'm serious.
Come on.
So I'm working on it. My wife said you learn a lot about yourself if you keep a diary. And that is so true. I've learned my life is brimming over with really boring activities. And now one more, writing in my diary. Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
And with us in the studio, we have a distinguished actor and comedian. He is John Witherspoon.
My 11-year-old, he's going to private school. Only reason to go to private school is my mother-in-law helps pay half. Little rich kids go there. I see Warren Beatty all the time.
Oh, yeah?
I see Warren Beatty there. He's and Annette Bening. And my son talks like this. Father. Would
you like a toddy?
Father, my friends are going to Spain for the summer. Where are we going? I said, Compton. So where we going? Compton.
Back to Detroit.
Back to Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you that two left boots with one of them with a high heel.
That's right. Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? Because, Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold at Master Control.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't care what you say.
I'm not at Master Control.
I don't believe that for a second.
No. Don't forget that tonight we'll be concluding our week 9 of the NFL season. And you could be a winner this week, maybe next week.
I'll give you, for instance, I'm not picking the game tonight, okay? I'll give you, for instance.
Right.
I want to make this plain that I'm not picking this game.
Okay.
The Chargers are visiting.
Okay, so you're taking the Chargers.
The New York Jets.
Chargers in 3.
Okay. And what is it? The Jets are home underdog. They're getting 4. Now, there's no way that the Chargers lose this game by less than a touchdown. So I would, if I were picking, I would take the Chargers minus the 4. Okay, but I'm not. And I want to just see how this turns out tomorrow morning.
And what you're saying is normally, Murphy's Law being what it is, you wouldn't pick it, but what you just said would come true.
Right.
But this season's been so weird that even that's not happening.
Even this isn't happening.
Okay.
You know, we have our little pigskin competition going.
At least I hope not.
Someone is going to win the Big Green Egg Mini Max for this week, and then we got one coming up next week. You can log on right now to bobandtom.com/contest and get your entry in. We'd love to have you do that. That would be fun. That would be very cool. Now,
should I pick it? I should pick it.
You want to go on record?
I should pick it.
Oh, okay.
I can't decide.
I got the sheet
All
here.
right, I'll pick it. I'll take the Chargers minus the 4.
All right.
And I will double shock it.
No. No.
Oh, I'm definitely double shocking it now.
No, not double.
Oh.
What?
Triple? Triple shock, Tom.
Okay.
Chargers.
You'd be right back in the game, wouldn't you?
Shock.
Here we go. I wrote it down. It's official.
Chargers minus the 4. 1, 2, 3 shocks. That's right. Hang on a second. What is it?
Triple shock power.
Triple shock power.
Okay.
All right.
It's a matter of record.
If I get I'll be right back to 10 games below 500.
If you win?
If I win.
Okay. Well, once again, bobandtom.com/contest. We'd love to hear from you. Time now to.
Why do I do these things?
Look into the history books.
Time now for. Oh, that's not me. Time now for Today in History.
This is exciting.
November 6th.
1860.
How much?
1860. I'll run this by you, Jess Hooker.
Okay.
Mutton chop sideburns.
Who was elected president of the United States 1860?
1860.
Joe Biden is not the right answer.
No, he was born
He
then.
wasn't old enough to run.
He was there.
He wasn't old enough to run.
Fillmore.
How about a Fillmore?
1860.
I don't know.
I would have guessed Fillmore. Not Millard?
No.
What number president was he? Does it say?
I forget what he was.
Oh, the guy who looks like David Bowie? He's on the 20? Jackson.
Oh.
No.
16, what was he? I don't know.
Oh, 26.
Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln. Yeah, because he was dead by
Okay,
16.
then I want to know how far off Fillmore is from Lincoln. It's not far.
I don't know.
Washington.
Fillmore from the Lincoln.
No.
All I know is one was a do-nothing, and the other was Fillmore.
Really? You're well-read, aren't you? Okay, let's
Boy,
see.
that Webster education.
I'm going to give you an easy one, Jess.
Okay.
1928. Colonel Jacob Schick was in the news. What did he do?
Invented the razor.
That is correct. He invented the first electric razor.
Razor.
Displacing, of course, the gasoline-powered razor that were causing all kinds of environmental problems.
Millard Fillmore.
Yes.
Franklin Pierce.
Yeah.
James Buchanan.
Right.
Abe Lincoln. So close. Well,
you were within 5. I think that counts.
Okay.
1853 to 1860.
That's all the same.
Fillmore was 1853.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, on this date, Art Modell announced the Cleveland Browns were moving to Baltimore.
Yeah, he did. And what did the helium balloon say?
Someone had a helium balloon they floated up in a string in front of Art's suite.
Skybox.
It said, Art, jump.
Good Lord.
That was hilarious. Okay, happy birthday. Jess, I'm going to pick on you.
Okay.
I want you to know who. Just tell me if you know who this is.
Okay.
Born on this date in 1854, John Philip Sousa.
Sousa invented the scissors.
He was born in March.
Sousa Scissors.
Yeah, he was almost born in March.
The King of the March.
John Philip Sousa.
The sousaphone or whatever.
Yeah, the sousaphone is a tuba with the bell pointing
some
forward.
Cop out. Is that just another tuba?
And the bonophone is a wiener.
My favorite trumpet.
Sousaphone's the bell points forward.
That's
I mean, Josh will mock it.
Why don't you just swallow your head?
Not mock it. It's you.
Okay. Let's see. Born in 1946, the actress Sally Field.
Love her.
Famous for the very embarrassing "You really like me" speech.
I thought the Flying Nun, right?
No, she called her.
She won 2 Oscars.
That was her nickname in Smokey and the Bandit.
She played Mary Todd Lincoln.
She did.
Yes.
A crazy one, yeah.
Yeah. I think at that I think it's time to go to Chick McGee and things we learned on today's show.
Big Green Egg Thanksgiving cookout tomorrow. This is very exciting.
I'm going to eat all the food.
We're going to have the watermelon from the
I don't know what we're having.
We better. There's going to be
a riot.
Hell to pay. I reset all my clocks early Saturday, so I'd be ready for daylight savings time. Josh gets sad. Seasonal effectiveness.
Oh, yes. Make light of it.
Disorder. I'm not making light of it. He has to use a special light to feel better.
The thing is,
or he's sad.
Why did they name it that?
I don't know.
Why didn't they name it Jump? I mean, it's just...
One of my good friends had a joke. He would follow me at the St. Louis Funny Bone. He would go, Josh suffers from seasonal effectiveness disorder. If his food isn't seasoned just right.
That's pretty good.
We'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance